Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Texas. We're back with the MUTMen podcast, episode number 92, and we're joined, as always, with Gutfox, man. How you doing?
Not so bad. Not so bad, Tex. How about you? How are you doing? How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was good, man. I was about to ask you how your Christmas was. Mine was fine. I ended up going out, having some fun with some friends. What'd you end up doing?
Yeah, just family stuff, really. Mine was pretty low-key, pretty boring. I was away from my computer or my console for a couple days, essentially. Just came back to sleep. But you were not, and we'll get into that in a little bit. What kind of text? We'll get why it was so important for you to be by your console later. Why? What Texas story do we have this week?
So we went over to like this friend's house for a Christmas party, and we ended up getting gifts, which is surprising because I knew none of the people that were there.
Wait, gifts as in like those internet things that move, like videos but have no sound?
I think it means gifts like a present.
I was gonna say GIFs. Aren't they pronounced GIFs?
I think they're gifts.
They're not pronounced
with
GIFs?
the G.
I think I heard a pronunciation lady come on and pronounce them as GIFs.
Yeah,
Oh.
It's GIF because when I seen this GIF like really big page, and they have like GIF peanut butter as their profile picture, so that people can like understand that as a correlation to how to pronounce it. You guys
Okay.
have peanut butter near you guys, right?
Wait, what? Peanut butter?
Yeah, it's called Jif. It's the company that makes peanut butter. It's JIF, and you pronounce it Jif, and it's banger. It's like the best peanut butter ever.
I got some
No,
right next to me
what-
right now on my desk.
No, what's peanut butter?
Okay, well, why don't you just go kill yourself? That'd be great.
And that's our guest, MMG, Madden Mobile
Oh,
Gods,
shit,
man. How you
man.
doing, man? First time on the podcast.
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm really excited. I've been wanting. I was gonna be on one of these like last year. I'm pretty sure too, and I like was at college or something.
Yeah,
But this is
yeah.
a perfect time, and I've always wanted to be on, so I'm excited.
Glad you can make it, man. Because we invited you last year. I think you said you had to rent out, like, not rent out, but like go to
Yeah,
like,
last year was
the private
weird. I was
space.
like, yeah, I was in the dorm, and there's a 0% chance I would just get an hour free to talk without people coming in or talking or something.
Yeah, roommates don't. They're like, yo, YouTube stuff. F that. I'm gonna sit here and just talk. Like,
Yeah, really.
I support you. Like, yes, that's mean, man. I'm trying to make it and be great. And you out here hating against
I'm
me.
trying to be
I don't
great.
like
I'm
that.
just living my dreams.
All right, cool.
So Tex, finish your story, man.
My story? Okay, so we went to this party with people I didn't know, and it's always awkward when you go somewhere with people you don't know, and then they get you something. And so these people that I have no idea, I met them one time, they got me a gift. I'm like, okay, I didn't bring anything. I didn't bring no drinks, I didn't bring no chips, I didn't bring no food. I just brought myself, which is a gift in itself. But
Oh, of course.
yeah, and so one of the ladies there got me some hot cocoa and a bottle of tequila to mix because she is old
Nice.
and thought she was getting peppermint Smirnoffs. And so now I got to make hot cocoa with tequila, which I have never had, but it might taste good. So
I
I'm
doubt
going to be
it.
experiencing that after this podcast tonight. So I'll let you know how it tastes next week.
Wait. Why can't you experience during this podcast?
Yeah,
I kind
what the heck, dude? You better start pounding right now.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, take
all
it-
right.
take
Give
a
me
shot.
5
every
minutes
time-
while I go
You
heat
guys
some water
follow-
up.
I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, like my real Instagram. I don't even know if you guys use Instagram. But the best Christmas present I got was it's like a beer belt. Is the funniest thing you'll ever see. It's like this belt, and it just carries like 6 beers in it. It's so funny.
Is it kind of like the Duff Man kind of belt from The Simpsons?
Honestly, I wouldn't know how to describe it. It's the last thing I just put up on my Instagram. It's just hysterical. I'm gonna wear it like everywhere I go. I'm wearing it to every tailgate.
I'm not allowed back on the gram. Texas.
Oh, wow, who really got banned from Instagram?
Yeah.
Good morning,
Texas. Oh wait. Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna even ask you. God damn it. All right,
It's all
moving
good
on.
though, but we can go right into the agenda. Then we'll bring it back up when we get to the shenanigans portion, which will be at the end.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that. So the agenda this week, we're gonna talk about MMG, his YouTube, his Madden history. Talk about Madden Mobile and the pack odds that have to be revealed. The Snow Beasts, back to console. The NAT Snow Beast gifts part 2. The Kelvin glitch. Is this the worst Christmas promo? Advice for people who just got the game. And the coming content for New Year's. Did out of position make the game too cheesy and unrealistic? Although we kind of covered that last week, we could probably skip it if we're running short on time. The market crash, Mutt sub secret Santa scams, the new Madden champion, and then we'll get into some shenanigans and talk about YouTube and any tips for up and comers and and then EA's marketing this year also near the end. So Texas, I guess I'll ask the first question to MMG. Can you tell us about your history with Madden, both console and on the mobile version and, you know, YouTube history too?
Yeah, sure. Geez, it would have started 2 years ago. When I first ever started Madden Mobile is because I was a coin seller. A lot of people do not know this. I grinded on Instagram and sold coins for like 6 months before I ever made a YouTube channel. This is back in Madden Mobile 15. For those of you who play Madden Mobile, they have like 4 auction houses now to circumvent coin selling. Oh, well, even now they just kind of control the entire auction house because you can't even sell coins anymore. But back then there was one auction house, so anyone could buy anyone's players. Also, there's just billions of glitches. They didn't really care about the game at all, which was really fun, actually. That was the most fun I ever had was Madden Mobile 15. And I was on Instagram like every day selling coins. And someone was like, you'd probably sell a lot more coins if you made like a YouTube channel and people thought you were a reputable YouTuber, you would have a lot more rep. So I was like, all right, if I can get my rep up. So I like posted a video of me playing Madden Mobile 15. It was like Bo Jackson gameplay. It was so cringy, so terrible. I actually have it on private right now. It's that bad. It's that cringy. You can't even go see it. If you go all the way back on my channel, you can't see it. And it was actually true. I used to sell on Kick. So if you were to go on the video, you can see my old Kick like Messenger account. And I used to just sell coins on there. So I posted like 2 videos in my first 6 months of YouTube. And then when Madden Mobile 16 came into swing, I was like, I'm just going to post like every day and I'm probably going to sell so many coins. I didn't even know you could monetize videos on YouTube then. So I posted every single day, and then eventually YouTube let me monetize. And then at some point it became a little more lucrative than actually spending my time selling the coins. So I continued to go with that in Madden Mobile 16. Madden Mobile 16, I think EA had I think they did a great job, honestly. They had a lot different methodology than how they go about the game and on console, you know, and that just comes with time and trying to make the game more pay-to-play oriented, which, I mean, they always do that. They do that every year. They've done it with every game, so I get it. But so Madden Mobile 17 came around, and that's when they really started to crack down and make things less fun and make things more pay-to-play. So I stopped playing for the most part. There's like a 6-month time span on my channel where I did not play Madden Mobile at all during Madden 17. I was just posting console. And then this year they changed up some stuff. They made it pretty fun. So now I go, you know, like 1 Madden Mobile video to 2 consoles, something like that now. But that's pretty much the history. No one really knows that. I started out as a coin seller, which is just really funny because I know EA hates coin sellers with a passion. So it makes me feel good.
You know, the interesting part about that, MMG, is why don't you have a coin seller sponsor right now on your YouTube channel?
Oh, like I said, you can't sell a Madden Mobile coins now.
Yeah, but there's still people paying for. There's still sponsors out there paying YouTubers to put this ad at the start of the videos.
Oh, just for console?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess
S Texas.
Yeah, I know. Like, well, IMC, the people who sponsor me right now, they're telling me they're thinking of a way. There's some possible way to circumvent it and get it just for Mad Mobile. For one, I'm gonna get paid like exponentially more if you can actually sell on mobile, because there's not a lot of people that even sell on mobile, and mobile brings in like a ridiculous amount of money. So for one, I don't want to just diss those guys. I've been working with IMC for like a year and a half. I love those guys. Those guys are awesome. So right now, they're basically saying like, hey, I think there's a way that we can like fix this and we can actually start selling on Mad Mobile. Because what EA did is they made it so that you can't actually buy and sell players with people anymore. There's no more auction house. Like EA owns auctions. So if you go to post something, there's an EA bot that buys your player, and then EA relists the player for a price that they deem fit. So if you post a player for anything that's not within a range that they deem fit, it just doesn't go up into the auction house. So like if I post something for really, really low, like 100 coins, it won't even go. It will just ghost, basically. So I put it up for 72 hours, put it up for 101 coins. It will ghost until the end of the 72 hours. Doesn't matter if it's a 99 overall. It won't get bought for 101 coins because it just doesn't show up in the auction house. Or if you post like a silver card for 10 million, it will ghost, and then it will not post. So if you don't post it for their parameter, it just ghosts. Basically. I guess that would be the best word I'd use for it.
And so you can't buy other people's cards they post even within the range.
We're buying from EA's little fucking Chinese bot. It's fucking retarded.
Wow.
So that's kind of crazy too.
John here, but yeah, it's really silly. It's stupid. There's a way they can circumvent it by basically logging into your actual account and loading coins straight into your account. Because that's how mobile works. Basically, there's a bunch of Chinese hackers, and they can like play 1,000 season games at once, and it just loads your I'm so serious. This is how they do it. So before, they were just loading accounts of billions of coins and then selling them to people, but now you can't sell to people. So they want to load them into people's accounts, and then you just log back in, you have 10 million coins in your account.
That's pretty cool.
Something like that. So I'm
kind of trust, though. Yeah.
So I wonder if because EA on a console is trying it out with the ghosting, so it's not a thing right now. But if you do get caught moving coins, they will ghost your account, and so it's kind of the same thing. So like you will see an elite base core elite 80 to 82 overall, whatever. If he posts for 74,000 coins, it pops up for anybody to see. If he posted for more than that, you can't see. Nobody else can see it. So
yeah, I remember they were doing that. They like don't tell you that there's anything done to your account, but no one else can see the players you post. Yeah.
So they got that idea from Madden Mobile. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they. I think all of these ideas stem from FIFA. Actually, FIFA Mobile, when it came out 2 years ago, it already had that ghosting auction house thing implemented. It's almost as if they wanted to make sure that it would work before they made the game. So ever since the dawn of FIFA Mobile, that has that's been the existence of the auction. I always knew they were going to do it to Madden Mobile. I just didn't know when they were going to do it.
And we got it in 18.
So you also can't buy packs with coins at all. Like you can only buy them with money, like real money.
Well, wasn't there a huge inflation issue? Like didn't like that those hackers, like you say, like kind of ruin it?
I had like 300 million. I still have 300 million coins on my account. It's really funny. Yeah, the inflation's super bad, but like I think it's fun. I know that it doesn't create a stable economy, but my most favorite part of like having, let's say you open a pro pack and you pull anything, it's worth 20+ mil. And now you can open like 200,000 pro packs. I always thought that was fun. I got a kick out of that Madden Mobile 15. That's why that year was so much fun. Anything you pulled was basically like 99 mil.
Wow. Because of the hacks.
Yeah, because of the hacks, there's such inflation. So I remember pulling 98 Team of the Week Marshawn Lynch, the limited Team of the Week of the last Team of the Week, sold for 99 mil. And ever since then, like that 99 mil just steamrolled me into the rest of the game. Like I was just this poor bastard with 500K the whole game, and then I pulled that. A great time.
But how I don't get how that works though. How were you so poor up until that point if everything was selling so high?
Well, everything was selling so high that was good, but you couldn't get anything good unless you pulled it.
I gotcha.
Like everything was good, but like I was just sitting there like shit. I don't have a 99 overall player to even sell. Also, back then you could do sniping. I used to snipe. I used to be so into that. But then they took sniping out of the game because people botted. We kind of killed ourselves, honestly. we kind of deserved what we got, but it's whatever. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Wild Wild West up in the mobile. So I don't have any like knowledge on mobile games, but it seems like they had to take a lot more kind of a grip onto mobile. It feels like than they do have to on console because people like have these physical devices and there's so many of them and you can basically jailbreak them and fix whatever data you want and have the hacks.
That's the reason. That's the one of the huge components that EA refuses to put Madden on a PC because they know that there are people out there that can do the exact same fucking job they're doing but better. It's obscene. For example, if you got Madden 18 on the PC, you would just have someone who would make a ROM hack that would load a roster in every single year, and you wouldn't have to buy shitty Madden. Also, it would have a ROM hack that would patch something that the developers take 5 months to patch. So this is why they won't put the game on PC because there's hundreds of people out there who will do their job faster and better than them. So it's the same thing with mobile. Like once they have it on the phone, you get a lot more exploits.
Yeah, well, the thing is they have FIFA on PC, and we talked to Rex about that when he was on the podcast, and Rex said they just don't have the resources to port it over to PC every year. They don't have, and like FIFA, they do have the resources because they're so much bigger than Madden, so they deem that worthy of their time or investment. I guess it must
to port it over.
What's that?
They wouldn't have to port it over every year. If they poured it over 1 year, people could just they could put in new rosters every single year.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, just to do it 1 year would take up too much of their time where they're like, they're doing other things, I guess, other things that, they deem more valuable as an EA corporate structure. So that's why they don't have it on PC, but like FIFA is. Yeah, moving on. Texas, do you have anything with Madden Mobile and pack odds and everything?
Well, I was gonna. Well, we didn't get to that with the pack odds yet. We're about to get there.
Okay.
But I was going to talk about the reason why they're probably more vigilant on the phone with all the stuff they're doing right now is because there's more money in it. Like, there's more money probably because everybody has a cell phone device. Computers are kind of an iffy because I know some people that don't have good computers that can play certain games. They have computers that can just do minimum type of work. And so that's probably why we're seeing a lot more advancements over there on the phone because they can control a lot more because they need to.
Yeah, so
that's a good point.
I heard so with Madden Mobile, I heard console still brings in more money than Madden Mobile, but I don't have any numbers or any data. I just heard it from, let's say, secondhand sources. Would you guys believe that?
Well, when you say bring in, I guess let's pretend the profit margins on console. I don't know. I guess I don't know what that means. Let's say the profit. I know these numbers are really way too small, but I'm just gonna use them for sake of whatever.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Let's say console brings in profits 10,000 coins or 10,000 coins. Holy fuck! Profit $10,000 and Mad Mobile profits 5,000. The amount of work and the crew and the team that they have for mobile is minuscule. When I was like getting to be part of the EA Game Changer thing 2 years ago, their team is 4 people for Madden Mobile. There's literally 4 people. Like this is what is. It's not even shocking to me why. Like a lot of times when I look at an issue in the game, I'm like, this is such a remedial issue. This is something so easily fixed. And then I think like, oh wait, they literally have 4 people running this multi-million dollar grossing app.
Is that just the MUT content people, or is that also the app developer? Like the person who actually does the coding.
There's literally 4 of them. There's 4. It's the 4 devs. But I mean, what do you mean? Like you're saying people who tweet stuff out, or?
So yeah. So there's a lot of people that go into the EA corporate structure. But I'm talking like with MUT, there's MUT content people, and then there's like people who actually code the game, just for MUT. And it's like CFM. So with the Madden Mobile, there'd be people who actually like come up with the content. There's the artist. There's the player rater. There's the manager, and then there's somebody who codes the actual game. Like, and maybe there's more coders that you didn't meet. You just met the producers.
No, I met the coders.
Oh, you met the coders too. Okay, so there's 4 people that code and put art in the game.
Yes. Art. I don't know. I know they don't make the art.
The
art. In the game. They don't like create the art themselves.
Yeah, my guess is they kind of share resources. Kind of
Guru
at one point was tweeting out Madden Mobile stuff as well.
What's that?
Because like Guru, I know he ran a Madden Twitter account. Sometimes he would tweet out stuff from their Twitter account as well. So they kind of may outsource players like stuff like that, artwork. Maybe Pixel Pusher's the guy that's making the artwork for the mobile game as well. And then they just probably have the 4 guys that actually just run the entire game.
Makes the card art.
Who does?
Really cool guy.
Oh wait, who makes card art?
I don't know. I don't remember his name, but he's a really cool dude. And it's the guy, like, he was, like, telling us how, like, we would pull up a card that we really like the card on, and he'd, like, tell us how he made it. It's fucking awesome.
Nice. Yeah, so that's interesting. Like, because, yeah, Madden Mobile, so you're talking about the expenses. So you're talking the revenue could be higher on console, but the expenses to make it are much higher.
Yeah, like, it takes very minimal effort for how much they're making on mobile as compared to how much they're making on console.
And you probably don't got to run a lot of like patches and do a lot of testing. I would think. I think that's probably
you don't got to do shit. No one even plays the game. Yeah. It's a card collecting game. The gameplay is sad.
Yeah. So.
Is it worse? Has it gotten worse over the years?
It hasn't gotten worse. It's gotten better, but it's still so one dimensional. It's pretty pointless. Like you would be an interesting person to actually sit there and want to play a season game. It's fun to go in and like do the whole card trading thing and selling players and collecting coins, but it's not enjoyable to play. Like actually go into a season mode and play. After it's whatever, love, diminishing marginal utility. You play like one season game and you will have done everything that you can do. You know what I mean? Like, you can't play.
Yo, that sentence was amazing.
That's probably the best way you can describe it. Like, you can't like use your own defense or anything because it's too gimmicky. It's too small. Every time you swipe up, you truck, and you almost guarantee get the truck animation, and then you just kind of throw Hail Marys and you catch it every time. That's really all there is to it.
Oh wow. I've also heard that gimmicky and small issue in other areas of my life, but we'll skip past that. So with the it's so weird that they have this mobile game that you say the most fun part about it is the card collecting and trading and whatnot, and then they like completely lock it down and make it not a card trading game.
So I said when you take the auction house out, you're removing the whole game. Like if you genuinely believe people are playing for the gameplay, you're just wrong. Because you could go in and use any player you wanted on the gameplay. They all play the same, you know. There's no and I'm not even blaming them. I don't think there should just be this massive depth, you know. I'm not like, oh gosh, this app should have this, and this. I really don't believe that. Like, I think it's great that it is how it is, and the gameplay's like fun to a phone extent. Like, I can play this on the bus to school, but this isn't genuinely enjoyable. You know what I mean?
I will say.
Same thing with me.
What's up?
Oh, I was just saying that's the same with any app, really. Like, it's not this. There shouldn't be that much depth. I don't expect it to be that much depth.
So it feels like in their overreach to try and regulate their market that they've kind of they killed the golden goose. Like I read this article on
just go look at their Twitter replies, every single tweet. It makes me laugh so hard.
What's that?
It's my joy.
What are the Twitter replies?
Just immense hatred, like, and it's very. I mean, they get that anyway because they're EA, and people generally like to not like them. It's almost like a mob mentality. Like, I don't even know if people don't like EA at this point. I think they're just like agreeing with everyone that they don't like EA. But I'll pull up Twitter right now. It's just like the whole thing is like, oh my God, at what point are you going to let us do something in this game without spending money? That's the sum of every single reply, I would say.
Oh, gotcha. So that's, yeah, we'll get into that in a second. I just wanted to say, like, so Magic the Gathering faced the same issue like 20 years ago. Basically, there was a lot of things that like popped up, like kind of the Beanie Babies. It popped up, they oversaturated it and they killed it. Magic the Gathering had the same thing with a card game. It popped up. They could have like done certain things to really milk it dry for a couple years, and then it would have gone away. But what they ended up doing is kind of like they put it in a different format to kind of give it more longevity. So like it seems like Madden Mobile, what they're doing is they're trying to make as much money immediately to kind of like show growth. But what they're going to do over the long term, 5-10 years, is everybody's going to become sick of it and they're just going to hate the game and they'll end up moving on. And so EA will have killed a huge cash cow that they could have kept building if they would have gone a little slower, would have done a little bit better managing of the app going forward instead of just what's up.
I see what you mean. I think that happened even with Mad Mobile 17. The playership on Mad Mobile 17 was lower than 16, and now 18 is higher than 16. I think that just comes with Madden. I almost think it just comes with an app. Can you think of any other app in the universe that gets played for more than a year? I mean, Clash of Clans is dead. Nobody plays Clash of Clans anymore. That was the biggest thing in the universe. I think it's impressive that Mad Mobile even is relevant still. But I think Mad Mobile 19 will be pretty dang irrelevant. I think there's a lot of people playing this, and it's just a phone app. I don't think really anyone will be playing next year. And then the year after that, people will start playing again because no one played that last year.
So you think it's kind of like a cyclical thing?
I think it's a cyclical thing. I don't think this game has enough depth to keep someone's attention for more than a year, but I think it has enough depth that once you want to get into the NFL season and it's there and you haven't played it in a year, it has some replay value.
So how close is it to that Topps app?
How related is it to that?
Yeah, so like Topps has an app that's like a card collector.
Like the Topps app. I really like the Topps app. Topps app is just different because there's genuinely no gameplay at all. You know what I mean?
That one is truly a card collecting app.
It is true. That is like truly a card collecting.
And but do you like it at all though? Like, is it good compared to Madden?
I've had that on my phone for forever. They stopped updating the Topps app, unfortunately.
Oh.
It's just sad. They update the Panini Blitz app now. It's basically the same thing.
I gotcha. So would you like a Topps app merged with Madden gameplay?
That's what Madden Mobile is.
Yeah, but like, do they do it better than Madden Mobile?
The way they do their card app? No, I don't think so. I think Madden Mobile does a good job. I like what they do. I don't like the current format of everything. Literally everything costs money. It's actually like obscene. There's like 4 different auction houses, so you can't trade cards with your friends. You can't even play with your friends virtually. You can play head-to-head against them, but with players that you bought from EA's Chinese Jimmy-rigged auction house.
I got you. Do you want to talk about that with pack odds and stuff?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Well, I guess if you guys want to give the introduction for that, you can go ahead. I feel
like Texas, do you got anything on mobile pack odds?
No, I was going to get the backstory of what's happening with it because I want to make sure people understand why we're bringing this up. So I'm not too sure what law passed. Is a law pass, right? The App Store has Apple has their generic. I actually am pretty informed. Have you guys read anything on this? I know a lot about this. If you want me to do this?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so in China, they had a huge problem because China's way ahead of us on most MMO games, like massive multiplayer online games. I know you guys know that, but for all the viewers, they're way ahead of us on that stuff. So originally in China, when Overwatch came out, the first thing they did after it got really bad, because it technically packs in Madden, loot crates in Call of Duty, loot crates in Overwatch, same thing in CSGO. It is technically online gambling. You are giving money in hopes that the virtual thing that you're buying will be good, but it's completely up to random. So like it's not illegal to have kids buy packs, but it's a very gray area right now. And there's people are trying to sue like everybody for this because parents get really, really pissed when kids are technically gambling. They're enticing gambling habits. That's like the argument that parents like to make against this. So in China, they actually made a law that all game developers, it's not that they're taking loot crates out, but they passed that all developers have to release the exact odds of pulling each virtual item in any form of loot crate. So any Call of Duty box. So if you were to play the Chinese version of Overwatch right now, it tells you your exact odds of pulling exactly this, that, and the other type of thing that you could get. So if you were to correlate that to Madden, it would say you have a blank % chance of pulling an elite, a blank % chance of pulling a gold, a blank % chance of pulling this type of elite. So you know how when you do an upgrade pack in Madden, like it says 85 plus? They would be required. Were this a statute that applied to Madden console? An 85 plus overall player pack. It would have to tell you the exact odds of pulling an 85, an 86, an 87, an 88, and it has to do it for every single type of virtual item that you can get, which is like really in depth. And I think it's good. I think it's great. I think that helps out. There's a lot more transparency. But Apple copied what the Chinese did on their app store. Mainly, I don't think Apple did it because they're being like a super nice company. I think Apple did it because the Chinese did it and they don't want to look like they're not going to do it.
Yeah, because China's communist, and like,
exactly.
like, why aren't we doing this? Like, you kind of got appearances to keep
pretty much, honestly, yeah.
Better dead than red, in my opinion, though.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying we should be communists, but come on, guys.
Kind of feels like you're going that way, though.
Yeah, well, seize the means of production.
Nice. Sorry to interrupt.
So, the App Store in the recent update, it says all developers must reveal all odds of pulling any virtual items in any loot crate form. I have it. I'm going to pull it up on my Twitter so I can read it verbatim. The issue I have with it is Madden Mobile hasn't done it yet, and there's absolutely no timeline or repercussion mentioned in the thing. They haven't released the pack odds yet, even though directly on Apple's App Store guidelines it says all apps. Here it is. Is it here? I quoted it somewhere. It's just bizarre to me because, like, it says on the App Store you can't make an app that doesn't reveal the odds of any loot crate or, in essence, a pack, but they haven't done it yet. And I don't know when they have to do it, and I don't think there's ever going to be a crackdown on them doing it. So it kind of makes me mad. It's like they just wrote it down on paper, but it has no effect because it's in place right now, and I still don't know the odds of the packs. So I don't know.
Have a lot of other big apps revealed their odds yet?
I don't know, but the one that everyone's going after is Hearthstone because that's the biggest like pack opening thing on the App Store. Yeah. And I don't think they've done it either. And I was looking at all these articles, and everyone missed this time frame thing. Like one of these articles says Hearthstone has to release their pack odds, and then they're talking about like, yes, this is a great win. Like I'm excited to see what the odds are. And in my head, I'm like, okay, so when? Like it's already in place right now, and they're still doing it. So when exactly are we going to get this information? It's just interesting to me. I genuinely think that EA could get away with never releasing the pack odds on Madden Mobile, and I don't think anything's going to happen.
The thing about it that's interesting about this is that... What's up?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead.
I was saying, like the thing about it is interesting. Like they can release the pack odds, but like there's no way we can go by verifying that in particular. That's the thing about it that's kind of annoying. Like they can release,
like you're saying, they could just straight up lie.
Yeah, they can release it and be like, all right, so this is what the odds are, but you don't know if that's actually the case. So I kind of want like a more investigative thing into where people can actually kind of test this thing out, because obviously all packs are random and you're not guaranteeing anything out of it. There's some people that can get on here and they can say the pack odds for pulling that Von Miller like a 1 in a million. You pull them in back-to-back packs. You just happen to get lucky. But I don't really know how they can go about releasing odds on loot when it's supposed to be random, but it's not, if that makes any sense.
You mean like loot crates in general?
Well, just like packs in general.
So, like, Texas, are you saying... sorry, I disconnected for a second there.
Right.
Are you saying that it'd be hard for them to release it? Because you said last week you don't want them to release it.
No, it won't be hard for them to release it. My thing about it is it'll be hard.
There'd be no way to prove it.
Yeah, be no way to prove what the odds are.
They say you pull an elite in 5% of packs, and there's literally no way to believe. That's a very good point. I don't think they would do that. I assume the repercussions of lying would be greater than whatever they'd gain from lying about it. But
yeah, but what's Apple gonna do, right?
Yeah, like how do you? I just want to know how you verify this. There's always checks and balances to these types of things, and for a while, a lot of this loot stuff was going unregulated. Same thing with DraftKings and FanDuel, where the Attorney General had to step in to actually kind of make things kind of seem on the up and up. With these companies, they have a vested interest to lie, and if they can have plausible deniability where they don't know that the odds weren't actually what they said they were, and then the person that said it can just either lose their job or they can just find somebody to replace it. We just won't know if the odds that they state in these games are actually what the odds are.
Well, there's
Yeah, here,
you'd
I
have to
got
do
this article pulled up here.
you have to do a
Apple's
large sample size.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. You just open a million packs and like cross-reference with what EA says
But
there.
then that comes down to luck, though, because like that luck factor kind of changes it up. Because
Yeah, the more packs you open, the less it becomes luck, and the more it becomes
you can get to a statistically significant number of packs, and then you'll get pretty darn close.
Dog,
I
don't
open
even
like
know.
100 million coins worth of pro packs at the end of every single year. I think that'd be big enough.
Oh, that's way more than enough. Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah. It's just, again, like I stream all the time. People get mad at me. I pull this many coins and packs on console, and you pull 2 limited times. I pull no elites. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. We pull the same amount of coins, and I got 2 limited. You got 0. How do we go about verifying that? Because it comes down to people's pack luck. This is a tough situation because while we want to see it, I just want to make sure what they putting on their pack odds is actually what the chances are.
That's a priority account, though, Texas, that you got.
You're right.
Because you're a YouTuber.
YouTubers use packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, your shit's juice.
Yeah. I just gotta get one of them priority accounts because my pack luck ain't as good as Texas's. Although I had a pretty good weekend last week. I won't lie.
I haven't pulled shit all year.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, just kidding. I pulled Randy Moss cornerback during Wheel of Mutt. That was awesome. That's the only thing I pulled.
That's not too bad.
It was like a week ago.
Yeah, it was sick. That, and I was like, wait, I take it back. That was awesome. Here we go. The change comes from Apple's official developer guidelines, which now state that apps offering loot boxes or other mechanisms that provide randomized virtual items for purchase must disclose the odds of receiving each type of item to customers prior to purchase. That's already in their official developer guidelines, and yet Madden Mobile has been having packs that they don't reveal this information for like a week. I don't understand when this will become law. That's the only thing that bugs me. Like, I think it's dope that it's even there, because, like, I don't know. But, like, can I, like, call up my legislator right now and be like, hey, these cucks are not doing this shit? Like,
well, Apple has no law enforcement branch. Like, there's nothing.
That's what I'm saying. This is so bizarre. Like, what's even the point of adding this? Like,
it's so they can reject apps that don't have it.
So you're saying it's just rejecting apps, but any app that's already currently in place doesn't have to do it?
It depends. I haven't read it. So there's a few things they can do, but like, I mean, if Apple puts it in the terms of service and somebody violates that, that's not a violation of the law. So like coin selling is not, it's a violation of terms of service, but it's not against the law. So EA doesn't have to put it in the game. There's no there's no bill out there. There's no law out there saying they have to do it. It's just Apple telling them to be on our app store. You got to have these odds available. And
that's
EA can,
but like they are on the app store.
Yeah, but EA can basically give them the middle finger, tell them, hey, screw off, go ahead and try and remove us because we make you so much money. So there's nothing except anything anyone can do except Apple if they decide to take Madden off their app store. So that's I don't know. They'll probably it's business. They'll probably end up working it out. I would imagine down the line we'll see pack odds, but I don't know if Apple's actually going to push it with EA because they're such a good revenue source for Apple products.
That would be cancer.
That's probably what's going to happen though, because I mean I can't see Apple being like, get out my app store, so everybody plays on Android. Like, I can't see that happening unless Android starts putting pressure and changes their terms of service as well. I don't think EA is going to budge. I think you're going to need to see two companies work in concert with one another, or they're just probably not going to enforce it because they really don't have to.
Yeah.
That's so tough.
Yeah. So
it's so bad.
And with that, so like on console, so MMG, getting off mobile for a second, on console, do you think
mobile anyway, that'd be dope.
Do you think packs on console are also really bad value? And do you think how could they increase packs? Or me and you had a conversation on Twitter, I don't know, a couple weeks back about this. What are your feelings on console packs?
Well, like you say with value, it's relative to what you think you're getting out of it. I think they have a cancerous model. I think they don't give a shit about creating a useful game. I don't think they give one single shit about creating a good game. They know how much money they make. EA's CEO has openly stated, oh my gosh, this is his quote. Hold on, I'm going to literally pull up his quote. It's something along the lines of, oh my gosh, do you know how much someone will spend to beat their friend? You don't even have to make a game at this point. Literal quote. I want to pull it up. I'm so serious. The model is so based on, you look at Rockstar Games, a company that has immense pride in the games they make. It has been 6 years since they made the powerhouse GTA 5. That is one of the top grossing games of all time. based off of the content, the quality content that they actually put into it. That has more longevity than any game I've ever seen produced. They tweeted out a picture of a red square with hinting at a next Red Dead Redemption game, and it has something like 600 plus thousand retweets on Twitter. That's a company that puts immense amount of time, immense amount of effort, and has an immense pride in the game they produce. I do not think EA has a single ounce of pride in the game they produce. I'm sure some of the developers are proud when they make Nano Blitzes stop, but I don't think if they genuinely cared about the game they were producing, they would not produce a game every single year. They would not buy the license from the NFL, and they would not have $100 MUT packs. Nobody in their right mind can say that any pack you could ever buy on that auction house gives you the same value that another game would give you if you spent $100 on it. So, when I bought Skyrim for $60, I played Skyrim for literally probably 2.5 years and had so much fun. If I bought Madden for $60, I could get maybe a month and a half enjoyment out of it without spending money.
So I got a question. MMG, did you ever sell coins to somebody over a $100 transaction?
Oh, absolutely.
So do you think? So why was it okay for you to sell over $100 at one shot, but not for EA?
To undercut the ridiculous prices that EA was costing.
So
that's the reason people sell coins, is because their game is so ridiculously not priced.
But don't you think that people can get enjoyment? Like your point was people can't get enjoyment out of that $100, or you get more enjoyment elsewhere. But why were you selling for $100 plus?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Like, so your argument is that
because
people should spend
my $100 is not the same value as the $100 that EA is associating with what their cost is.
But your point was that you can get more like value or have fun buying other games. So why wouldn't you point them to other games instead of buying coins from you?
I'm very confused on that question. What do you are you asking me to assess whether they?
So why is it? So why don't you think EA should be able to sell $100 bundles?
No, I think they can do whatever they want. I just think it shows, like, I don't think that they shouldn't be able to do it. I understand that they're making a lot of money from it. It just shows that they literally do have absolutely no pride in the game they create. I think they have a terrible model when it comes to creating games. Makes me sad. I wish the company that created the game that I play for a career had the same amount of pride that Rockstar Games has. That a lot of these game producers that make really, really good games.
Well, the thing is, you could. I've heard this argument online with Rockstar that you can tell the exact moment Rockstar discovered microtransactions for online games is the moment they stopped putting out as many games. So, like you said, the last game they released was this GTA 5, and that was 6 years ago. But they used to pump out games like every year. We used to get Max Payne, Red Dead Redemption, like you said, the GTA series, Bully. A lot of these other games they put out, but since they released the microtransactions, they stopped producing whole games. Like, same thing happened with Steam, and when that came out for Valve, like, they stopped producing games because they realized there's a better monetization thing. So I don't mind that EA puts out more games every year. They put a lot of single player games out too. They have a whole breadth of things. So I'm thinking, like, Rockstar itself.
I mean, you saw the Star Wars Battlefront thing with EA, right?
Yeah, not just Star Wars.
That would actually happen with Madden, except our community is not even remotely big enough. Those Star Wars people were freaking out over spending like $100 to get the best hero in the game.
No, it wasn't $100.
If we spend $100 on a bundle, you don't even remotely get the best player in the game. You don't even remotely get a player close to the best player in the game. You can spend $100 and get absolutely nothing.
That's true.
And Star Wars people got the whole model changed by freaking out. That community is too big. You can't run EA's model on the Star Wars community because they're going to say, "Fuck you, this is trash." The mod community is nowhere near big enough to actually have something like that happen.
Also, they were also freaking out because they were charging 60,000 credits or whatever the hell it was for Darth Vader, which is $500. That's a lot more expensive than what EA was doing.
It's funny. They took their model that they abuse on FIFA and Madden because they can get away with it. They tried to put it into the Star Wars community, and the Star Wars community said, "Fuck you, you guys are
overboard." They would have got away with it if it was reasonable. 12,000 credits, fine, $100, whatever. They try to charge $500 for Darth Vader. That's the reason why people. You
shouldn't charge anything. You should encourage players with good gameplay to love your game, and when they love your game, they may spend money on cosmetics like League of Legends, like Overwatch, any of these games. You should not be buying to beat somebody. You should not pay to play ever. You should never pay to win ever in any game. In any good game, you should never be able to pay to win.
And it's funny too.
disc, and then through gameplay, sure, if you'd like to pay for cosmetics or something fun or something additional because you like the game because the gameplay's good, I'm cool with that. If there's ever a pay-to-win system, I think that's silly.
Well, and going overboard also kind of doesn't hurt. It sucks as well because like with what game was it? Battlefield or Battlefront, whichever one it was. Battlefield. It was like $100 for the season package, and you got all the guns. So like basically $60 for the game, $40 for the guns, and so that was kind of reasonable. But then they started getting like super like, I don't want to say scummy, but they started trying to make more and more, becoming more greedy with it, which is not going to be good for anybody except for the people that are selling the content, obviously.
Imagine Call of Duty. You could load the game up, and then you could pay $200 to get a gun that is just immensely better than the gun that everyone else is using, and then just fucking run rampant through the game. That would be a terrible model. That'd be so stupid. And yet that's what we do every day. Every time we log into MUT, you have that option. It's so silly.
Yeah. See, yeah, with MUT, okay, when you boot up an Ultimate Team mode, you know, the difference between Star Wars, and it should have never been in Star Wars, like you say, they should have done cosmetic stuff, and I completely agree with that. And the thing with MUT, you know, you're getting into a card game. This is basically Magic the Gathering, the Hearthstone, you're collecting. It's kind of like the Topps app, but with gameplay. You're collecting these cards to play better for you. It is a pay-to-win type of game. You can pay a lot of money. But it's always going to be that way for a lot of games. Like I always go back to World of Warcraft. Like so back in the old days, I played the vanilla WoW, where you could grind up your character for how many hours, but people on the secondary market would sell their character. And then Blizzard got wind of that, and they just made their own. Like, okay, you can buy a character from us for a certain amount of money, because other people were buying that pay to win type of thing. So you could technically get into the game and all of a sudden have the best character in the game. And so you could do that through a third party. And the similar thing happens in MUT. Like MUT without EA charging money becomes people paying other people for coins and other cards off the third party market. So like right now we have YouTubers doing solos for paying people to do solos for them because they don't want to pay. They don't want to grind it themselves. So
that goes back to, I think that goes a lot back to how absolutely stingy it is. I know what you're talking about with WoW. I used to play WoW, and a big thing I was into was RuneScape, and there's obviously that secondary market. Did you guys ever play RuneScape?
No.
I feel like everybody. Oh my god, you didn't play RuneScape. Well, in WoW, how realistic did you think it was able for you to grind to make your player good? Was it realistic, or was it just silly?
I was able to. I don't know.
Was there any reason for you to want to buy coins or buy a player in WoW?
Well, if you didn't want to grind, then yeah.
But I know what you mean. But I think the way that EA's current game is set up and how just it seems so unrealistic. The amount of things that you need to do in these solo challenges. I mean, even if you're like the most immense grinder ever and you put 8 hours into the game, you still don't have a lot to show for it.
See, okay, so that's different. Like if you just want to put in 8 hours and be at the top of the market, you're not going to do that. For MUT's fault, the biggest one is that it doesn't reward casual players. Like you're not going to have a God Squad if you're a casual player. And these filthy casuals can go to other games if they want to like play and not grind. Like so if they don't want to grind, if they don't want to put in the effort, you're not going to be the top team in the game. It's just not going to happen.
I don't necessarily mean that, but yeah, I don't think Madden has a lot of pick up and play value at all.
You can pick up and play. You can pick up and play regs.
Even then, it's a tough. Have you ever seen somebody play Madden who's never played Madden before? It's virtually impossible for them.
Isn't the biggest complaint about Madden that there's no skill gap and that people can pick it up and beat good players?
I don't mean that. I mean anyone who's like moderately experienced with the game will get lucky, which like fumbles, interceptions, stupid RNG crap that they put into the game, and win a game. Correct. Like I could go play Madden Pro, and if they fumble 4 straight times on the kickoff and I get 4 straight touchdowns, there's a pretty good chance I can beat them still.
Yeah,
like, even
definitely.
if they're the greatest player in the world, then I can just run the clock. You know, like I don't have to be good at the game to beat them at that point. I had a game yesterday, or not yesterday. It's my Wheel of Mutt 14. I kicked it to him. He returned the kick. Stupid RNG, whatever it said. He kicked off to me. I fumbled into the end zone. Like I fumbled it. He carried it into the end zone. 14-0. He kicked it off to me again. I fumbled it again into the end zone. Conservative both times, covering the ball on the third time. It was just really, really unfortunate. Yeah. You know, he had big hitter fumble. So yeah, that with what you're saying with that, I understand with that with the skill gap. But like a lot of the things they have make it like I had tried to have my brother play a game. He literally like it was too sticky. The controls were too sticky. He didn't understand rack catch, aggressive catch, and possession catch. The LT and then using your juke moves as opposed to just clicking your juke. Same thing with B and A. I don't know. It seems a lot more confusing. I remember first time I ever played NCAA, like really, really old one. It was a lot of fun, and the physics engine felt good, and there wasn't all these bizarre controls, and it felt like you could pick it up and play it and be fun.
Yeah,
that's going off of.
That's a whole issue. Like that's the huge competitive community going one way, they wanting the game and having more depth, and then the more casuals wanting it to be more pick up and play friendly, and that's kind of like more in the gameplay and stuff, and that's like been a huge issue. The game in the past couple of years has gone more towards like go to the competitive guy side, so it's gotten more like things.
I find that so surprising. Wouldn't it be geared towards casuals? Because casuals there's like what max 2,500 hardcore ass pro Madden players.
I wouldn't even say it's that many.
Yeah, let's say 1,000, and there's what like a million plus people buy the game every year. Wouldn't you gear it towards the casuals?
You'd think so.
Makes good business sense, but I kind of am on the fence about gearing it towards casuals and competitive players because like I'm cool with the thresholds to a certain extent, but like the game's kind of ruined now. In my opinion, like with picking up players and trying to improve your team because of those guys and their requests. But I also don't want the aggressive catch. I want no casual person throwing streaks the entire time and beating me with Andrew Hawkins, one-handing me like Odell Beckham. So like I want something in the middle, but we keep getting something on either extreme.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Like Rex said that about your gearing to the casual versus competitive. Rex said this on the podcast. He said that if you really take care of your core audience, which he thinks is like the hardcore competitive guys really into them, if you take care of them and their wishes, that will kind of spread to the community at large, and that more people will hear about how good it plays. And to be fair, this game, I think, unless you're playing somebody that's just like doing the run pass tell glitch, doing like a just pitch every play, doing kind of like the more degenerative things that you can do on both sides of the ball, it's actually not bad gameplay if you play somebody that's not a huge cheeser, I'd say, for a better word.
Yeah, I always want to get mad when people cheese in Madden or like when one defense is good, but like that's in every video game ever. Like that's me in Call of Duty when I get out the fire shotgun shells. Like I don't care how good you are at shooting. If I get in your face and pull the trigger, you're gonna die.
That's funny. That was in Battlefield 3. I remember those explosive shells were absolutely overpowered. So it's in Call of Duty now, huh?
Too, I just get out the incendiary shell shotgun and I get people so mad. It's so much fun. I get at least a message every like 2 or 3 games. Like, yeah, nice incendiary shells, you fucking fag. Like, yeah, real big skill, dude.
But yeah, back to Madden and packs and value and stuff. The kind of the big discussion we were on. So it's a weird line. I agree that I think this game is to an extent overpriced. There's a lot of overpriced packs. That don't return the value, and that a casual picking up and buying packs are going to be very disappointed. If you pick it up and don't watch, say, Texas or another YouTuber that would tell you about, okay, these are good value packs, like those what's an example? The baby goat packs. So
the only valuable packs I've ever released is Fire Fantasy packs.
Well, per dollar, the baby goat competed with the black market, and they actually sunk the black market a lot of.
The baby goat pack? I don't even know what that was. I don't think I opened that.
Yeah, they were on the store for a while. So it was basically like, was it 450 points for 1 to 3 baby goats, and the baby goats were going like 9 to 10K each. So based on points to value ratio, plus the other stuff you got in the pack. So that was actually, and that actually had an effect on the black market. Actually lowered price a lot because people were able to buy those packs. And so. Like there are certain packs that are definitely worth your coins competing with, and I always say that you got to compare the black market, basically what coin sellers are selling it on the MUT subreddit, to what you can get in packs. But a casual that comes in the game, I just saw this post today on the MUT subreddit. Somebody said I came in, I spent $20 on a legend fantasy pack, and I feel ripped off because I got an 85 legend. And I just like, ugh, guys, see that's EA. EA just loses people because they put out these packs that are so terrible. And as much as we try to inform people, there's always going to be people, these Christmas people that hop on the game, be like, oh, yeah, I'll spend my $20 gift card on Madden points and pull some packs, and then they feel absolutely ripped off, and that is very disappointing. But I always try to preach, be a responsible consumer, do the calculations yourself, or just listen to a YouTuber do it. And that's, I'm getting off my soapbox. Texas, you wanted to say something?
It's just so funny though, because like, I don't understand how EA in good conscience can release a pack that has good value, then the next strike could release something that's just so terrible. So like you'll see them drop the gift packs, and gift packs, even though I didn't pull the big bundle this past week, they weren't actually like, there's some good stuff you could pull out of them that are gonna have good value down the line. But then you look at the Legends Fantasy Pack, and they've been in the store since the launch, and those packs they're not good value. They're not good value. And I don't know how people continue to buy them and they're still in the game, considering that like you can pull an 84 overall elite like as your main guard. Like that's not a good pack.
If I pay $100, I should absolutely get one of the best players in the game.
You do bought a big bundle, but like I'm just saying, like the 8 packs, you don't get the team anything.
You can pay $100 and get nothing.
Yeah, Marshall Faulk is like a running back. Yeah.
If I pay $100 right now, I should either get Calvin Johnson, Master Sean Taylor. I don't even know who the other top Barry Sanders. Thanks to Barry Sanders. And name your next top two best players. If I paid $100 into that game right now, I should at least get that.
Yeah. The issue and this comes up too. It's something you gotta balance. Is that people don't want to face the same team over and over again. So you got to make some content like MUTMaster behind a certain wall. So you shouldn't be able to like pay for everything or like. I don't know.
You should be able to grind for Sean Taylor. I personally think you should be able to grind for every single best player in the game too. I think you should be able to grind to get absolutely every single thing in the game.
You technically can if you're willing to shell out for it with the coins that you get from grinding.
Even if you grinded that hard, there's no way you could build the best team in the game right now.
I disagree with that. I think Chewbacca Lemma's got the best team, and he's no money spent.
From sniping, sure.
Yeah.
I'm talking about strictly gameplay.
Oh, okay. Strictly solos. Yeah, you're not gonna get that. You can get like a 90 overall.
Well, it depends if you get good stuff out of the Gauntlet Unleash, obviously, but there's not that many solos this year. Like I feel like at this point last year, I had like 2,000 solos.
I put 6 hours into this game every single day since the launch. I could still not have the best team in the game because someone else who just logged in and spent $5,000 on it would have a better team than me, and they could beat me. They could pay to literally beat me despite the 6 hours I put into the game every single day for a week. That is the most obscene and ridiculous model I've ever heard of. I cannot wait until microtransactions are not allowed in video games anymore. And it is going to happen. Within 5 years, you will not be able to do this. I guarantee it.
I wouldn't go that far to guarantee it. But, well, to be fair, that person could still buy the same $5,000 off the black market and get the best team and not grind a single thing either.
Yeah.
So it's not just through EA.
Well, yes, once microtransactions are no longer a thing, they're actually going to have to make it a game where you can play the game and get good players through playing the game.
Well, you could do that. I mean, I feel like you're taking it too extreme here. You could still get good players. You just won't have the best team grinding all those solos without spending money.
I guess you don't necessarily need the best team, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So like I don't know. It's kind of a balancing act because I don't want to face the same God squad every single game. I want there to be a variety in players. I don't want everybody. I don't know. It's kind of a thing. I kind of want to move on. Texas. We've been talking about this long enough.
You were like, I want a different. I don't want to face the same team. I want to move on. Like I just like that transition right there. Let's get to the next topic.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we've kind of covered. Now just repeating myself. All right. So the Christmas and we're Christmas snow beasts being NAT. Kralo ended up deleting the post on those. So talk about grinding for stuff. People were grinding for snow beasts to hopefully be auctionable to make for the Kelvin Johnson, so they could do it on 4 farms and get Kelvin Johnson 96 overall for free. Yep. And a lot of YouTubers release videos on free. I even mentioned it on my Market Monday that you might be able to do this, but it now got deleted. So does that mean they might make it auctionable, Texas?
If it got, that's funny. I love when
what exactly says they don't. He just post that they're not auctionable.
Yeah, on a Mudhead forum, he posted that they're nat. So a lot of like Foxy lists on the videos, but I find it funny that they say they don't delete things, but yet they delete things. And so I don't know what that is about. Because people had that theory about like with the LT. They said LT is gonna get upgraded, and somebody said no, and then that tweet never existed. Apparently, it was like It was the Mandela effect, where we thought it said something, but it wasn't. And so with this being deleted, I wonder if they don't know what they're gonna do with it right now. Because I put a video about how to get it for free. Because solo challenges don't take that long. It's about an hour to knock out all the solo challenges. And if you log in every day, you can basically get those 4 cards. And bam, you got trade them to your main account. Got the 4 nat plus the 96 receiver. That's gonna be not glitchy, but gonna be fun to play with for a while. And people were saying it's nat the entire time, but EA never came out and said that they were nat. Usually when something's nat, they put it in the description. But in this case, they did it, and then they didn't reply back to anybody until what, yesterday? No, until this morning actually, until Tuesday. And now it's not there. So I wonder if they were going to make them that, or if they were trying to make them that. But I don't think they were that from the get go.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard anything about this until you literally just said it.
It's forum drama and stuff, and so we'll see going forward. Because do you think it's right? Do you think not right, but do you think EA put out this content with the intention that people that start up farm accounts will be able to get the best wide receiver in the game for just doing 4 hours of solos? Texas?
I don't think that they really wanted that, obviously, because that's going to affect the market. If you can get Calvin Johnson for free, that means a 96 overall receiver is going to be going for like 500, maybe 400,000.
That'd be dope.
I like that too, because we'll get to the other Calvin Johnson later on, but I like the option that people who like Christmas noobs who just got the game, who don't got many coins, can now start out with Marcus Mariota, Adrian Peterson, Terrell Suggs. Even don't know why he keeps getting cards. Why did 2 of the cards are going to be getting Gauntlet Masters in a month, getting a 93 overall? Like, they're kind of annoying with these +2 overalls. Like, no, they say they ain't going to do it again this year, but like, they're still doing it in a different way. So you can get a nice starter team for just playing solos for 4 hours. That's amazing, but I don't think they want that because that affects the market, and then everybody's going to have Calvin Johnson, and I don't think they want that many floating around out there.
Rather not MMG?
I would not want that many floating around. I think it'd be dope. I don't see a reason not to have that. That sounds awesome. If you're really willing to put in that much time, and you're willing to put in, like, what did you say, 4 hours? If you're willing to put in 4 hours on 4 different accounts, you deserve Calvin Johnson.
But the thing about it is, it's not 4 hours in each account. It's 4 hours in total. Like so the Gauntlet Unleashed takes you
like 4 hours in total. If you put in 4 hours.
But this is where it gets weird. The Gauntlet Unleashed takes 2.5 hours to do. That's 9 solos.
Mm-hmm.
Versus 4.5 hours, and you get 4 players. Gauntlet should get 1. You get 1 elite player, 89 now or 86 auctionable. Whereas with this one, so it's not time, like it's the time spent on it is not comparative to what it was last. Because Halloween was another way you could farm and get the free. What was that one dude?
Urban.
No,
Sherman.
Halloween. Sherman. Yeah, you get Sherman for free for Halloween. So people were doing that. And that one was a lot longer to grind. Whereas this one, I can literally just say F the Gauntlet and F these solos. I'm just gonna play this, and I have more coins, and I got players that I can actually use.
Yeah. So it's a lot better time to value if it's auctionable. So MMG, I find this, it's an interesting thing. So you think everything should be available in game with a reasonable amount of grind, right? Like just like a couple hours should each card.
Yeah, I pay $60 for if I pay any disc that I buy, any game that I buy that is not Madden or FIFA. It is not produced by EA. I can earn everything in the game through playing the game. But I mean, pretty much like Call of Duty. Like I guess you can get loot crates, which give you like like a cool texture for your PPSH and stuff. But
yeah,
if I play Call of Duty, like I probably put 15 hours into Call of Duty, World War II, maybe more. I'd have to check on that, but I'm like maxed out my first level. I haven't prestiged yet. I've got all the guns. I got all the attachments for the guns I like. Sweet,
Yeah. Is GTA 5? If GTA the 5 outside of the glitches, is GTA 5 the same way? You're just able to put in time and you'll be able to get everything.
Well, GTA is I guess a different aspect entirely. It's not even like an unlock. You get coins for coins. God damn, I play too much, man. You get like cash for playing stuff online, and you can get like these ridiculous cars and stuff. But the gameplay for GTA is a lot different, and it also is with Call of Duty. It's weird that they make things like solo. Have you guys ever had fun playing a solo challenge? Like it's such a chore, right? But like
I used to, but I no longer do.
Yeah, I mean,
only
like,
when I'm streaming.
Right? But like it's just a different aspect, and I think it's a lot of the reasons why I get so upset with things like Madden solo challenges and a lot of stuff in Madden is it's genuinely not fun. I mean, you're gonna give me a solo challenge where I gotta make them like fumble the ball, which is just total RNG, random number generation. Like this is so stupid. Like I could sit here and hit stick this guy 200 times, and on the 250th, like he'll fumble. Sure. I think those solo challenges are silly. I don't even have control over that. Literally, I don't. It's just a chore. But like Call of Duty, I'm playing Call of Duty. I'm enjoying Call of Duty. I'm playing it consciously, and I'm earning things consciously because I'm having a lot of fun playing it. I just don't feel that way with Madden, partially because I played a lot of Madden, and we do it for YouTube, right? And you start to lose some of your nostalgia factor. But
True.
it's short. It's like I'm doing it shorter in this player. Like, why can't I just have fun playing this game and earn this player? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it really depends on what you consider fun. Some people do consider it grinding
No, if
fun,
you
and
solo challenges, you are living large.
yeah. And then like head to head, I've always said those rewards need to be juiced a little bit. And then they put in weekend league, and then people are complaining about that. So it's a tough balance with the rewards because
Yeah.
I have like I don't know how many hours you guys put in. I remember I put in over 1,000 hours last year in Madden. And I'm sure I think Texas actually put in more hours than I did. I looked at the comparison between our accounts.
It was funny because my roommate.
How did you check that? How did you check
on Xbox? If you go to like your compare your stuff with like a friend, you can see how many hours you put into the game.
So is it like it doesn't track you actively playing though necessarily, right? Like,
no, it's just basically it could be in the game, not playing anything. It's just being on the game of Madden.
So I think it's where is it again? I can't remember. Like people, friends in games. That kind of stuff.
Check it out.
I'll see. I think am I friends with you still, MMG?
You
because
probably
of our game.
What's your game? What's your GT?
It's the Brawler 2.5. What's yours?
It's Moshi Man.
Oh, I think unless you defriended me.
You added me, you dick. I'm so pissed.
How do you defriend somebody on Xbox? You just like unfollow
them? No. We're still friends. We're still friends.
Reported. Oh,
wait, you reported me for something?
Yeah, I blocked you and reported you. I didn't want to see you.
Damn it.
Do that? Can you still block people from head-to-head so you don't see them in head-to-head games?
No, they took that out, unfortunately.
I was the best player in the world a couple years ago. I just blocked everybody ever.
Yeah, I just got a message on Xbox saying the Steelers are trash. That's great. All right, we're kind of off topic here. I kind of want to see. I'll look that in a little bit once I find it, and I'll report back on the hours that me and Texas spent in game. So, the gifts part 2. Texas, what are your thoughts on this second round of gifts? Is it better than the first?
I'm not too sure. It remains to be seen. So far, today's launch didn't start out happy with the premium gift being a garbage tight end. And so, we'll see, because apparently there's some better gifts in this round from predictions. Somebody recommended that one of the gifts you're going to be getting is going to be a limited time. Well, it's not limited, but you get what I'm saying. That Telvin Smith out of that Jags colored box.
What's the one that's like yellow and black? I got a yellow and black premium gift.
Premium gift, yellow and black. Is there a green Z on it? Is there a green Z on it?
Yeah, I think so.
That might be the Telvin Smith. Which is and if it's gonna be like a 90+ overall. He's gonna have 91 zone on him stock. He's gonna be great block shit. He's gonna be amazing.
I got the best premium gift last year too. Is Aaron Donald motivator. Well, I got the motivators pack. I pulled Aaron Donald.
Yeah, that card's gonna be amazing. One of the gifts might be a Fire Fantasy pack.
That would be awesome.
There's some pretty cool stuff that they actually added this go around. So it could be better than the first, but we'll see, because a lot of this stuff's all speculation right now. I do know that there's better value this time around, because you actually could pull gifts. You got to pay money for gifts, and so I know like some people pulled like 35,000 coins for and got like that brown gift that was like the harvest pack, which gave you 90,000 coins back. So I'm like, there was some better value this time around, as opposed to spending 1 million coins on Arctic packs and getting one gift.
Yeah, that was pretty lame. I really don't understand why they did it in this format, where like they let you know there were gifts and packs, but you could only pull them in those Arctic packs, and then Christmas Day they're like, oh, here's a pack that actually gives you one. Because I know a lot of people who spend like millions and millions of coins trying to get those presents out of those. They're getting like 1 or 2 presents. It's interesting. I wonder why they didn't like make it more accessible to get the presents earlier.
Oh, because I guess they had a plan for a better bundle down the line. And they thought they'd get more money out of it. Because I think I spent, I'm not sure what you guys spent, but I spent 3 million coins on packs trying to get gifts, not including money, obviously.
Yeah, I spent
3 million coin packs, and I pulled a total of 4 gifts.
Well, I was so confused. I thought like gifts weren't even in packs or something. I was like, how do I get gifts again? Like, am I missing something? Very confused, because it doesn't even tell you on the pack that you can pull gifts in it. It just says it like on that little border outside. It just says like 2 gold or better freeze players or something.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that, but hopefully we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't know how many gifts I have left. I know I had a lot of those Arctic packs today. The Harvest packs, I had a couple of those, and there was one more that was mediocre that I have to still open.
Yeah, today we got the or when we're recording this, we got the Arctic pack gold premium packs, and then we had the uniform pack to light it up, that which they keep giving us. I don't know why. Like, it's good value, obviously, but I'd rather have the elite tokens than have that damn uniform. If we're being honest. Fox?
Well, just because you can get the actual coins out of it.
Yeah, well, not even really coin. I can just put them in sets. I have more fun with that. Like the fact that they keep giving me uniforms I'm not even going to use. And I know some people have like 3 or 4 of those gifts. I'm like, you just basically got 600,000 coins worth of content, but you can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
That's so frustrating because no downgrade set, there's none of that. So you're just kind of stuck with a uniform that you may not even wear.
Yeah, exactly. If it's an off team, if you already got your uniform, like I already have my Steelers. I didn't get it, but all right, let me tell you. For time in game, I've spent 36 days in Madden 18. So
Jeez.
since it launched, and I'm sixth on my friends list. One guy keeps his console on the whole time. He's been on 64 days. I know he basically goes the auction house when he's like at work and stuff. We got 54, 50 days. Let me look at Texas's.
Madden 17, that was 100 days. Madden 18, I'm on PS4 this year.
Oh, so I won't see that much.
That's
No,
like
you won't see
900
that much.
hours.
Yeah, Cookie Boy's been in for 28 days. Bengal's been in for 26 days.
What about me?
Let me see. Where's Moshi Man?
There's
D-Mon- D Money's been in for 31 days. Stiff has been in for 30 days. So the competitive player's been in less than us. There's Joe Seek. You've been in for.
A lot of this is your discipline to turn your Xbox off, but yeah.
Yeah. So MMG, I'm kind of disappointed. You've been in only for 9 days.
9 days. Wow, I am not out here grinding. What the hell?
It's still. I mean, 9 days times 24 hours is still quite a few hours.
Well, like, you've been in for. Do you have like a God Squad?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. So.
Is that from like? I don't know, is that from grinding, or have you like bought like?
It's a lot of bundles and a little bit of grinding too. Yeah.
I don't know, just 900 hours. It seems like such an obscene number. Like, I feel like if I played anything for 900 hours, I would be like the best player ever. I just don't feel that way in Madden.
Weirdly enough, I am not.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you specifically. I'm not saying like, oh, you should be good, you fuck. No, I'm saying like, I'm saying that as an issue with Madden. Like, if you put that much time into, like, if I put 900 hours into RuneScape, I'd have a 99 overall. I'd have 99 attack, 99 defense, 99 strength right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, man, there's a lot more people. As you can tell, I'm 6th on my friends list. So there's people that are putting in more time than I am into the game, and there are quite a few. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm trying to compare Madden 17 with Fox.
Yeah,
and it says you put 0 hours in Madden 17. So what kind of blasphemy is this?
What
kind of blasphemy is this?
Yeah, I'll look at my Madden 17 number. But let me ask you about the Kelvin glitch, Texas. Can you explain to people out there what happened with Kelvin Johnson and why have you such a smile on your face this last few days?
All right, so every year, man, like when they do these automated releases, EA just always seems to mess something up. It happened last year around the same time with that Randy Moss token stuff where they had an automated process is giving everybody collectibles. And then this year, they made a huge mistake because they ended up dropping the Christmas stuff on Christmas Eve. And so by doing that they dropped it on a Saturday, which means there's going to be less people at the office, plus it's around the holidays. People are going on vacation and not at work. And by doing so, somebody went rogue, I guess, and put Calvin Johnson in Arctic Packs. In the Arctic Packs, Arctic Packs. The description said 82 or 85. There was no way out of those packs you should be able to get anything besides the 82 to 85. They do this with the packs where they give you a guaranteed card that goes for a certain price. That way you can just buy those packs as opposed to going to the auction block and buy off the auction block. I have with the baby goat packs where you can buy the goats that are nat for 8,000 coins instead of paying 10,000 coins for them. They did that with the icy. No, what packs were they? They weren't the icy packs. They were the frigid packs. And so they did the same thing here with the Arctic packs. And they put him in them packs. I don't know who the first person to find out was, but during my stream, everybody's like, "Yo, I'm pulling Calvin Johnson every pack I pull." And so I get out of the game, go into the packs, and start pulling Arctic packs, spend 1 million coins, and I pulled 4 Calvin Johnsons. 4 limited time, 94 overall free safety Calvin Johnsons. Now, I'm not the guy that got the luckiest.
What the fuck?
Toke spent 2 million coins. 2 million coins in those packs. Pulled 20.
That's so
20
So
Calvin Johnson.
is his price like dicked on the auction house
So he's
right now?
$350 on PS4, but at one point during the entire like ordeal, he was going. People like you could sell him instantly for $419. I don't know who was at the offices that night or who has that bot account.
Who was not at the offices that night?
Well, because there's a bot account that EA has that they can just instantly buy stuff out at, and so somebody was buying him out instantly for $419. He posted $419. I didn't even see him on the auction block he sell. And so it was crazy, man. People who were trying to sell the name made a lot of coins.
It's really funny. I'm really glad you explained that to me because that's awesome.
Every year, man, like a glitch happens.
It's like one of my favorite players. I gotta go buy him right now before his price goes back up.
And it got so crazy because like it seemed like EA didn't know about it. Usually they know about this stuff and fix it. People were tweeting out, "Oh my god, my 5th one, my 6th one." And people like, and then I think Guru quoted, "Say something to somebody else." I'm like. And people started thinking like conspiracies. Did EA do this on purpose? Was this planned? Is this a Christmas present? No, that ain't planned. EA did not want to give Calvin Johnson to everybody. That's not. If they did, it would just give everybody a nat one. They wouldn't have done it that way. So everybody can make coins off of it. And so I was at home on Christmas Eve, and I didn't make as much coins. My luck was pretty bad. The first 500,000 coins I pulled 4, the last 500,000 coins I pulled nothing. So I got kind of robbed, but I still made over 1 million coins. So that worked out.
That's not so bad.
Dude, I am pumped to hear that.
Yeah, it was dope, man. I really wish y'all were on at the time. I know you had family stuff, Fox, and you also were.
Yeah, sorry I do something else. I play Mutt. You fucking.
Y'all gotta be on Twitter, man. Like y'all gotta like get like alerts, like the bat signal. Like yo, get on Madden right now.
Seriously.
I did get the bat signal. I just wasn't anywhere near my console. I knew by the time if I rushed home right then, I wasn't getting on. Yeah, so you're right about the conspiracy theories. People like because Guru tweeted "Merry Christmas" or "Merry Muttmas" or something to everybody, and they were like, "EA set this up to make us fall in love with the game again." But like, I don't know, that like half the community was happy that they got a bunch of Calvin Johnsons. The other half's pissed that they missed off this huge coin making opportunity.
Oh, so pussies! This is a glitch. They have no control over it. Come on.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a glitch, and EA. It's amazing they screwed up 2 years in a row on the same day, from the Moss glitch to the Calvin glitch. So
that's probably why they mess up. Because everyone's like they like don't care at that point. I wouldn't. I'd be ready to get home with my family. I wouldn't care if Madden had a glitch.
I did. I was like, what am I with you people for? Getting back to my Madden. Yeah. And just to follow up on the Madden 17 talk. So Texas, I see you put 100 days into Madden 17. Mm-hmm. I put in 56 days. So Texas killed me last year.
That's because chemistry, bro. Chemistry was amazing. I'm over here like making lineups up.
Yeah, chemistry was fun. It was fun to mess around, like, and then you'd get stuck with like you needed a times 4 super bad, and you had to find the exact player. I would always hunt for like jerseys with fucking the stupidest shit on them, like impact block and like aggressive catch, whatever that one was.
So so I put 56 days in. I was 13th on my friends list last year.
Keep that in mind. You played more Madden games than I did that year. Like that's crazy.
Do they know what air smells like? Do they know what the outside world is?
I don't know. They used to walk to work.
You calling us losers?
Absolutely.
Nice. Well, I've come to accept that fact is just part of my identity. So let's. I guess we've gone quite a long time, and maybe I should skip a couple of the
let's keep going.
Things. Okay, all right. Is this the worst Christmas promo ever? And why do people hate it? MMG, do you know, or should I ask Texas first?
Well, yeah, you guys should go. I think it's pretty cool, honestly. So yeah, ask Tex.
Texas, why do people hate this?
It's the out of positions. They got really ridiculous with it, and it's not even like it's fun anymore. Like every out of position player they keep dropping, that's like big name has like all the ratings that you don't want them to have. Like I want to use a Calvin, but I don't want to now. He's 91 zone. Why am I going to use him? Like I want to use him, but why? Like I can just have him back here by himself. Now you want to because he can't tackle anybody, and plus he's not going to drive on passes as fast as some other cards would. But even though he's 91 zone, like I noticed when I was playing with him, he's kind of useless back unless you use him. But I feel like they didn't really give us like what we wanted, and the ridiculousness of like a lot of these OOP cards. Some of them are just terrible and don't make any sense and not practical to be used. And I just think that that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people don't really like this promo. Plus, the gifts, the first batch at least, weren't what we were expecting. And that's pretty much why I pulled packs and everybody else pulled packs, was because we want the gifts. And even though the sequel might be pretty good coming up pretty soon, it doesn't seem like it has better, like as of right now, it doesn't seem the gifts were well thought out. They just seem like to be a rehash of old content, so that way they can introduce and have stuff on the auction house for the guys that just got the game.
That's a very good point. I think gifts are so cool. It's just such a fun thing. I really wish they're more accessible.
Texas, what kind of stuff would you put in gifts?
I mean, like, so you don't got to make the gifts that rare. The thing about it's kind of funny is that, like, if you just bought gifts trying to, like, in those packs, just trying to get them with coins, and you pulled two. Let's just say you pulled the Gold Premium pack and you pulled, what's the other pack they got? The Arctic pack. You spent 2 million coins and got those 2 gifts. So that's not great. That's a $3 pack, and that's a $5 pack. I know that's the pack in the store value. Those things should be flying out of packs, if you're being honest. Maybe not the Arctic pack, but maybe the gift, maybe the premium gold pack should. Golds are already at an all-time low. At least people are still buying them because of token sets and power-up sets, so they're not going to go down like super crazy. And you can always make more value out of them by, just making some better sets into the game. And so, like, I feel like maybe the gold premium pack or maybe the team fantasy pack, those things should be flying out since they're not as good. And then the good gifts, obviously medium size, and then the old premium should be as rare as they are. There's no reason why a premium gift should be just as rare as a regular gift. And so if I was going to put stuff in packs gift wise, I would just have like gold premium packs, maybe some gold player packs, stuff like that, just pop out of those packs more often, and then add some obviously tokens. I wouldn't mind contracts if they were like as common for some guys that do need contracts. But really the only thing about it that sucks is they're not auctionable. Like, you don't really got to add the gifts into packs. If they're auctionable, people can just buy them. But they don't let you do that.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest issue I have with the Christmas promo is, they give us a sweet auction house that we can buy these things and speculate on them for. And then, let us price these gifts on our own. And then they're like, well, you community, you guys leaked them a couple years ago, so we want to make them NAT. And I'm like, come on. Let us weed out the weak, the low information. Why are we basically pansying up this game because some people get taken advantage of? That's real life. Let's teach them a lesson early. Let's teach these kids don't trust strangers. I mean, it's a lesson they got to learn eventually. Why now? Where later in life they're just gonna get a Rube and his money are easily parted. Why not do it in MUT?
I remember in Madden Mobile a couple years ago, they supposedly leaked all the gifts, but they got one wrong. They got one so horribly wrong. So they leaked them, and they thought it was a pro pack. So it was selling for literally 7,500 or less coins, or it was really 7,500 to like 15,000, because some people were like, whatever. They don't know, or they're just gonna get it anyway. It ended up being a 20 times pro pack bundle, and it was the best gift in the world. I had like 30 of them, and it's like I didn't really care they got leaked. I thought I knew it was anyway. And I was like, whatever. I'll hang on to it. I'll do a big gifts opening. This was 2 years ago. And it ended up being, like, it was just obscenely good. Like, I had, like, 30 times 20 pro packs, 600 pro packs. So it was really, really fun. Actually, I was a little karma on that, and I always enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think Texas had a similar story about, well, we shared it last week on the podcast with Madden 15 also, right? When they knew it was going to be a 7-pack pro pack bundle.
Pro pack bundle, and a lot of people were buying them for basically the price of a pro pack, 700 coins, and they just made bank off of it. So it's fun when you get that one gift that hits, and it's good if you're like a new person to the game because you're getting better value out of it. It's all about value, obviously. So this year, as of right now, the value, it could be a lot better.
I know. I feel like they should just juice the shit out of them. I don't see why not.
I mean, like, it's funny because like with the Gonzalez, the Gates, that's a premium gift. He's less than 200,000 coins. Like, how is that a premium gift?
Well, each of the premium gifts went under 200. Like, even the Ed Reed went under 200.
Yeah, so like I don't understand. Like, these things are so rare, except for the fact they're not really rare. Like, they're not going for what you would consider a rare gift.
Like, they're super, super rare, but when it comes out, it doesn't come out as the value of a super, super rare player. It's just shit.
It doesn't at all. I'm just confused by that. Like, all right, so this is a gift that maybe like one in like every 100 person is pulling, but then it doesn't let that on the auction block. The auction block's full. I'm like, okay, I didn't even come close to pulling this gift, and especially this batch. Like, the first batch made sense because you could just bought the big bundle and got a premium gift, which really wasn't worth it. But I know I bought one. Some guys did as well. Whereas this one, you did not get a guaranteed premium gift at all for $100.
Yeah, that's true.
I seen guys pull crazy packs. I seen 4 or 5 YouTubers pull the Christmas bundle, and I saw one guy pull a gift that was premium. That was Will's. I was like, that's why okay. And then it's 200 less than 180K. I'm like, how?
I got 2 premium gifts in that.
You
I mean,
got 2?
they total shit, but yeah, I got 2 in that.
one of those might be great though. So, but that's
No, mine are juiced.
But more stuff I want to see in gifts, and I guess because Easter's coming up in about 4 months. If we get the same type of promo, just make them more accessible, obviously, and just give us more stuff that we want tokens.
Oh yeah, I hope we do
badges,
Easter eggs too. Easter eggs are fun.
Veterans packs. Like I want more fun stuff.
Yeah,
The market's already cheap right now. The economy's
like,
down.
a
So
big motivator bundle. It'd be sick if they put bundles and gifts. How cool would that be? Like the $100 bundles. If they had those in gifts.
imagine
Like
a
you got
premium gift that had a
Legends
Fantasy
Fantasy
bundle.
bundle.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. I can think of a million things they could put in. I just know they're not going to.
Yeah. All right. So moving on, talking about the new people and the value and stuff, Texas, that you mentioned just a minute ago. What advice do you guys have for new people who just got the game over Christmas? Texas, let me hear from you first.
Don't play the journey. That's advice I'm gonna give to anybody. Do not play the journey unless you just like wasting time. And then at that point, like just watch paint dry. It's more fun.
Yeah.
Play the gauntlet and don't buy any players until you get all the nat players you possibly can get. And then from there, do not play Weekend League right now. Because all you're going to do is get pitched, dived, and tossed on with Bo Jackson, who is like God. He's so fast. I don't understand why he's that fast. Like, I feel like he's faster than 95 speed. Like, he has to be. There's times I'm right behind him, and he just kicks into the next gear, and I'm not going to catch him. And so I wouldn't play any online games. Maybe I'll play some like Draft Champions if you want to like get your competitive edge fix. But I would just play the solos challenges, grind, or if you're into that, and then just wait until you get some more accessible, unfakeable linebackers, since they are needed because of the amount of spin and juke moves that people abuse over here. That's my advice.
Yeah, that is the meta. MMG, what would you tell new players?
De-rank yourself. I'm so serious. Go into head-to-head. If you want to play head-to-head seasons, go into seasons, lose your first 4 straight games. Go in, quit, go in, quit, go in, quit, go in, quit. Go into your next season, quit 4 straight times. Go into your next season, quit 4 straight times, and then start playing. You will de-rank yourself amongst the people who have just gotten the game, the people who are bad, and the people with teams like yourself. It is the most annoying thing when you load up the game, you're an all-pro second string by default, and then you play the guy with 95 Bo Jackson. Totally de-rank yourself. Do not even attempt to play those people.
Yeah, we expressed this to Jake Stein when he was in the podcast of the matchmaking system. Ever since it changed to going into Madden 17, it's complete ass. Like it
really is.
Your first 5 games are against like tough opponents, and that's when they kind of get you like elo. So if you lose your first 5, you're gonna have what's that?
No, I love it. No, you're totally right. I just found that interesting.
So if you lose your first 5 games, you get a lower elo. Then you start matching up with guys kind of closer to you. Whereas like in Madden 16 and before, why I love Road to Glory, my Road to Glory in 16, and I wasn't able to do it in 17, was because of this. So like they'd actually match you up against guys in rookie second in Madden 16. They'd actually match you up against, like, I had a bronze squad, and I matched up against bronze, silvers, and gold squads all the way through rookie second, all the way to rookie 1. And by the end of rookie 1, I was starting to meet some elite squads. But this was like January, and I was still matching up with squads in like the 80s. And it was like, this is a great matchmaking system. Then in 17, they promised matchmaking improvements, and they completely fucked the whole thing.
I would almost think they intentionally do that. It goes back to that quote from the CEO, is that do you think that something that has to do with the fact that they would intentionally match you against someone better is because you believe that you are losing because you have not spent as much money as that person, or don't have the players that person has, and now you're encouraged to build that team, or just not play the mode?
I think that is accurate.
It helps out as well, but it's also funny because
it discourages people.
Yeah, it does that, but Rex would argue that it's not player friendly, and he's all about making stuff player friendly. That's why it's not going to increase zone thresholds. I'm like, they can't have it both ways. And they seem to like
that threshold thing is so bizarre. I'm sure you guys have talked about this before, but I have no idea why you would do that. That's so weird. I don't understand the whole thresholds thing.
Yeah.
We don't have to go.
I hate it, but it's to make the game more predictable. Like at this rating, the game is going to be predictable. Your quarterback's going to hit 100%, and it's kind of competitive that way.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, no, we don't got to get into that. That's an entire topic in and of itself.
Yeah, we are not a fans of threshold on the MUTMen podcast, but all right, so. My advice for new people, MMG's got good stuff. I would grind some solos, or really, you have to grind solos or spend money in this game to compete. I guess for someone who just got it, I would definitely hop into Christmas solos first. Are they really tough, Texas?
No, they're all pretty easy, just annoying. It's gauntlet stuff, so it's like throw a pass here, 40 yards,
Okay.
rush.
Yeah,
for
do
this,
gauntlet.
It's all easy.
Do the gauntlet and the Christmas stuff first, and then you should be able to get a decent team from that. So,
But
moving
real quick,
on.
before we
Oh
move
yeah,
on, don't spend money right now if you just got the game. There's nothing.
Yeah, don't-
Everything's
don't.
down. Like unless you get a fire fantasy bundle coming to the store, even that might not be worth it because they might guarantee a snow beast 200,000 coins. They might guarantee what else? What's the other one? Team of the week, which may hit. But I would just wait until after they start. Like maybe get some road to the playoff content rolling out. And that might be a good time to spend money because then there'll be brand new cars going for a lot more than what the cars are going for right now.
did you say road to the playoffs?
I think we got to get that eventually. We have to.
We're gonna get playoff content before we get road to the playoffs.
You're right. My fault. Playoff content. My fault.
Yeah,
I think RTTP. Yeah. Playoff content. That's probably be a good time to spend around Team of the Year time. But right
Team of the
now,
Year is a
there's
good,
no
decent.
point to spend money on the game unless you're getting guaranteed 1,000,000 coins.
Yeah, and we'll see what we get for New Year's and stuff. And do you guys think we're getting new content for New Year's? Like, are we getting a third part of the Christmas promo? And you're guessing?
Madden Mobile's always done it, and it seems to be that there's an overlap. They always release. They call them New Year's players, and they're decent. They release New Year's packs, and they add some stuff. I would presume they would do the same thing this year. They've done it for the past 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something. Texas.
I hope so. It's fun.
Probably gonna get something. You're probably gonna get obviously more, probably more gifts because that's an easy thing to do. So probably a third cycle of gifts after this week expires. I think the last gift is on 28th.
Yeah.
So we'll probably get some more gifts probably around New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. And then from there, we'll probably get a crazy fan favorite pack again, which is going to crash Legends. So that's going to be kind of fun because they typically like to do a blowout. When is the quarter end? The quarter end this year?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah. I think it's third or first quarter for them. I think their first quarter ends. I'd have to look. Wait, no, maybe it's their second quarter. Maybe they're on a spring. Actually, I think I remember that's true. I think it's the second quarter end, so half year, which is whatever, not a big deal.
So I just think they're trying to make obviously like a good impression, or to end it in the quarter or to start a quarter. So we're probably gonna get some crazy stuff to come out that's gonna entice money spenders to spend a lot of money.
I could see that. Yeah, I bet you we're gonna get so last year we had Campus Heroes come out with that gift like on the 30th, I think. I look back at Mudhead. I would imagine we're gonna get something similar this year, like a gift's gonna come out, and then like they'll have a program center around it, or like maybe some more limited time cards that we got last week. And I think we'll have limited time cards every day, right? Because they've kept it up this whole promo.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I hope so.
I don't,
Yeah,
I don't know how they doing that, man. I don't know how people are every day pulling packs too. Y'all are crazy.
Yeah, it's good for YouTubers that pull packs, that's for sure.
It is. But I'm just like, even as a YouTuber, I'm like, why? Like, yo, every day I'm spending this amount of money to try.
Yeah,
to
I know.
that
If you're a
card.
YouTuber who does it, you don't make that money back. If you spend $100 on a bundle every day, unless you are getting like 100,000 views every single video, you're not making money back.
Like you, MMG, right? Why aren't you pulling every day?
Dude, even if I pulled bundles every day, it would be like, this is so not worth it. It just wouldn't be. Also, pack openings, at least on my channel, had done statistically worse than almost any other type of video.
Same here.
I mean, Mad Mobile was different. Like, Mad Mobile pack openings do pretty good, but those don't cost me any money, which
All coins, right?
I don't have a lot of console openings. I don't have a lot of viewership.
Yeah, I think it's all how your channel's set up. With the guys that are basing the channel around pack openings, they do pretty decent. Yeah. The Wheels, the Scomos, the Mr. Goldenmutt, the K's, those kind of people, like, or Toke too. Whereas like mine's based a lot around reviews and stuff, and pack openings have been my worst content this year for numbers.
Yeah.
Like last weekend, I pulled on stream. I pulled the $100 legend bundle, and I pulled 3 full legends. 3 full legends.
That's awesome.
And I didn't post a video on YouTube, and I was just like, it just doesn't do that well for me.
Oh, I'm with you, dude. A lot of times when I open these bundles, like I don't post them at all. Like the Christmas bundle, I'm doing that so I can do a full presents opening, but I'm not actually posting me like opening the Christmas bundle.
Oh, nice. I like that because I saw. Isn't your video today is about you the Christmas with MMG? So that's not about bundle opening, huh? That's not about
Christmas. That's like literally my Christmas. That's my Christmas vlog. Like it's
nice.
Me and my family's Christmas. Yeah.
What you should do is a shot for shot remake, but with MUT stuff.
Like open all those presents. Pretend
Yeah.
like it's so dead serious, like about Christmas and waking up in the morning.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny.
Literally.
Yeah, I know. I have all those. I haven't opened any of those gifts I have saved up yet. I'm waiting till like the 30th or something when all my gifts open.
Oh, nice. That'll be fun. I like those shot for shot remakes, like parodies. All right. Hey, so another tip for more experienced people: finish up your squads and salary cap requirements now, because the noobs are getting on those. So try and farm them on those squads and salary cap where you don't have your what elo up. All right. I don't know if I want. We kind of did that last week. So with the market crash this week, Texas, are you telling people buy your team now? And or what's your feelings on the market crash? What do you feel? What's your feeling when your team loses 30% in value?
The cool thing about Madden this year is most of my team's nat, and so like I don't use much value. I just happen to like it's just
That's
stuck on my
a good
roster.
point.
So I'm not really worried about it, but I feel bad because I know you lost 3 million coins worth of value because of your team.
Yeah.
You bought your team on the wrong day, which you thought it was the right day, but it was the wrong day because
I had to buy it for stream for review purposes to get those Christmas out of position cards.
Got you. So yeah. So I know I lost a lot of coins when I bought like Randy Moss and not Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, Tyrann Matthew, stuff like that with the other packs coming out. So I did kind of experience some of it, but I typically try not to buy any players I already have positions for because of that reason alone. But like right now, I don't even know if it's a good time to buy your team. Like if you want to play online, I guess so. Because I think this is going to be the first week for the new Weekend League. Because that's going to start. Actually, no. Yeah, right? Weekend League for the month of January starts this Saturday? Friday, I mean?
I'm guessing it's still going to be the last weekend of December.
Oh, so we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting 5 weeks for Weekend? Okay, so that's going to be, actually just up to qualifiers for it then. But like, if you want to play Weekend League this week, I guess you can go ahead and build your team. But I wouldn't build until everything settles down because they're going to crash the market again. Like something else is going to come out that's with all the limited time cards that they're putting in packs. And people pulling packs with every day with the amount of more content that's on the horizon. Like, there's no point to build your team at this very moment.
No, I think that's in my personal opinion. I think it's a fine time to build your team and then sell your team right before Team of the Year comes out in late January. So I think it's fine to build it now if you want to prep, if you want to play the game hard for about a month, play it hard, and then sell before Team of the Year, and then buy back at the end of February because right after the Super Bowl, it absolutely kills the content that comes out with the Super Bowl. And so maybe February 10th or 15th, like from late January to the middle of February when MUT season starts, is absolutely the biggest crash of the year.
Well, the best time to build your team was actually this Saturday because they were landing Collins and like 89 landing Collins going for 9K because of the Calvin Johnson.
No way.
People were selling cards trying to get coins for packs. And
wow.
So that was the best time to build your team was that day because everything was cheap because everybody was pulling they're pulling Arctic packs, getting Calvin Johnson that pack, and also getting like a Landon Collins or Ezekiel Elliott or Julio.
That stuff is so fun.
It was crazy. It was crazy. So that was the best time. But like right now, I think it might be going up a little bit, but I would just wait until another maybe gift comes out that's gonna like be great because we might get some gifts that may crash some legends pretty soon. So I wouldn't want to build my team right now, get Steve Young, and his price comes down because we're gonna be getting 5 fantasy packs too for Weekend League for the guys that are in top 100. I think we had this.
Yeah, super quick.
We have to.
Is there a threshold past 91, like 91 zone coverage? Is there something past that?
No. It's 91 is the same as 99.
Well, I think that's actually kind of cool, at least in the sense that like if I were to build a team right now with a bunch of 91 zone guys, I would be what's up? Oh yeah, go ahead, get it. If I were to build, this is Connor. Connor, you say what up? The podcast?
What's up? What's this?
It's a podcast.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. It's from,
it's a thing that people listen to when they're working out or working.
Yeah. He knows. He watched a bunch of political.
Okay. He said what? Like he was confused by it? Like,
he just didn't know because he watches.
I assumed that he was streaming up here. I didn't think he was actually on a podcast.
No, it's all good.
Gotcha.
I was so.
Bye, Connor.
If you were to say Connor. If you were to build like a 91 zone coverage team right now, at least in terms of the zone coverage standpoint, they play as well as a 99 zone coverage guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but that's not fun though.
I know it's not fun, but it's I don't know.
It's the same thing as everybody having the same roster essentially. It all plays the same.
You could all have the same budget 91 zone coverage card and say they play the same as my 99 zone coverage card.
I mean, right now you can just get Julio and Keenan Allen. They're going to play just as well as Sean Taylor and Ed Reed.
Which makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah,
Makes
minus
absolute
their like hit power and
Yeah,
stuff.
mine is being able to tackle, obviously, but just in coverage, which is all I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, of
So-
course. All right, so with that market, so that's our recommendations. MMG, any recommendations yourself for the market in your own mind?
Oh, I was just thinking, I don't see any reason you should buy a player with more than 91 zone coverage or 91 whatever the thresholds are really good for. I'm not super informed on that, so inform yourself on that first. But yeah, if you see a 99 card you really want, I don't see any reason to buy it. Just get the 91 zone coverage one, and you'll be good.
Exactly. Well said. So on the Mutt subreddit, reddit.com/Madden Ultimate Team, there was a Secret Santa happening. The first one actually went over pretty well. That people came and exchanged gifts with their Secret Santa player. You know, some people gave more than others and whatnot, and that's fine. Secret Santa, it's in the season of giving. The second and third one came around, and apparently scammers saw all the good gifts that were being exchanged in the first one, and they descended like hawks. They apparently there was people going around and impersonating, saying, "Hey, give this gift to blank username on Xbox," and so basically everybody got the same username from an impersonator that impersonated the guy running it. And yeah, a lot of people got scammed and didn't get anything back. And it's weird that the MUT community, there was something so nice going on, you know, like a Secret Santa, they exchange gifts, be nice, get in the holiday spirit, and people just came out of the woodwork to scam and screw their fellow man over. Interesting. Says a lot about the community. Thoughts, MMG?
I think it reminds me of, you guys heard about that, what was his name? Sorry, I was moving to a different room. It reminds me of, like, you ever hear when those tragedies happen and people make those fake GoFundMes? You guys heard about that?
Oh,
like
yeah.
Keaton Jones thing and billions and billions. Every single time there's a tragedy, you get these horrendous people who find a way to, I don't know, just exploit it for money. I don't personally think it takes a big hit on the MUT community. I think it's representative in all communities. I would be surprised to find a community where this doesn't happen. I remember ever since the dawn of Madden mobile coin selling, I would get a DM about every day about a kid with cancer who needs my 10 million coins. Whether it was true or not, whatever, but you having cancer doesn't make me want to give you 10 million coins. So I think yeah, it sucks.
That happened.
So, yeah.
Sorry, that happened on the MUT sub too. His name was Tails, like Madden 15, I think it was, and he ended up getting like the top overall card from the EA representative on the sub at the time, and it basically was like the top end, the best Ravens card, which is like the boss Ray Lewis and all the other top Ravens card. And I ended up having an interview with him on my YouTube channel, probably the best interview I'll ever do. No offense, MMG. But it was so interesting listening to this guy try and cover for his lies. He one moment he'd be graduated from Emory University, the next he had never went to college and is self-taught, and
wow.
It was so interesting catching him in these lies. And
like, you live expose this dude?
Yeah. Like,
oh my God, I have to go watch this. That's awesome.
It's a long one and a very interesting. He's a very interesting guy. And so his final post on the MUT subreddit was him impersonating his girlfriend, saying the guy just shot himself because he couldn't deal with the cancer or something, and then he was rushed to the hospital. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't the final post. I had him on the interview a couple days after he shot himself, and was able to self-check out of the hospital. I forgot his final post, but let's just say last I heard he's doing perfectly fine. But yeah, he was able to scam off that. It was a fun time. So
that's so ugh. Yeah, I know what you mean. I wouldn't want to put that hindrance on the MUT community. I think that's prevalent in all communities. It's really sad. It's incredible. What type of person you have to be to actually do that? Like,
it is interesting to see, and then like make up a fake Rodney Hudson account this offseason. That was
my God, I remember that. That was so funny.
That
was an interesting one.
Texas
almost worked. It almost worked too. It's kind of crazy to think about it. It's kind of crazy that Madden has driven people to kind of be criminals, and that's with anything that's kind of hard to get, like with life. Like, this is a whole societal issue with like has and have nots, and a lot of people have stuff you don't got, and then you're gonna try to get it, whether it's legally or legally. You know? So that's what Madden kind of traffics.
Is it? Well, it's a little different than like trying to steal a loaf of bread to feed your starving family here. This is content.
This is much worse.
I'm thinking more stuff you don't need, like people steal TVs and stuff they don't need at all. They just want it. And so if Madden, like, you don't need that car to compete, but especially this year since it's all nat, like that's I don't know what's going on with people, man. They be in this is Madden created a bunch of criminals, bro. I don't know. That's why. That's probably why parents should probably be more concerned about this. Like, I'm not gonna give you money to buy packs. I'm gonna go ahead and get this card some other way or not. We're gonna see people eventually go to people's houses and get on their consoles and take their stuff.
Get on there.
That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna see people actually get jacked for their cards.
That's wild.
That's the next evolution, bro. This dude showed up to. I can't wait for the YouTube video. A scammer showed up to my house and traded all my cards to his account.
I'm about to fake that video. Get on my laptop. I'm gonna hire some 12-year-old come over to my house.
Can you make it even? Can you make it like a
fire idea?
Funny if it's 4 years old.
Fire idea. Go to a subscriber's house. Go to a subscriber's house and then say, "Can I play Madden?" And while he goes to the bathroom, trade all his cards to your account, and just leave.
The whole thing. That is such a good idea. Oh my god, that's so funny, dude.
That'd be great.
So good. It's kind of like, like Anto goes out and meets fans. He goes flies out to meet them.
Yeah.
You do the same thing, but then just scam them.
I'm gonna set the video here. Can you, give me 15 minutes, out in the other room, that'd be good.
Create your own bonk squad. What, you need a hashtag or something?
Boom gang, whole lot of gang shit.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, I did the bonk squad. I guess I got to mention the new Madden champion, Dreeny, aka Young Dreeny. He won the championship. And Texas, any thoughts on that?
Yep. That goes to show you that this game is not about skill. Just saying, because usually if it's about skill, the champion's always going to be kind of in the same boat. But it seems like every year in every tournament, somebody new is going to keep winning it because it's not about talent in a sense. Obviously there's some stuff involved with being able to memorize plays and make quick adjustments and picking up on your opponent's tendencies and stuff like that goes into it, but there's no consistent champion.
You only need a certain level of skill, and beyond that level of skill, it's up to odds to determine.
Look up to a stumble or a bounce going your way or not a fluke happening. So it's not like the fighting games you see or Call of Duty where you see a consistent team dominate for a while. You got an 18-year-old who wouldn't even be allowed to compete unless he changed until they changed the rules.
So it is amazing. It looks like I think both competitors. I can't recall exactly what Kiv did. I think both competitors were in a Crossfire Blitz and Gun Bunch. I think Gun Bunch has won the Madden championship for the last few years, outside of a couple of the other tournaments. But is Gun Bunch? They tried to nerf it this year by taking out one of the Z route in the Corner Strike. But do they need to keep nerfing it? Does Corner Strike just need to get out of the game?
Probably so, because it's getting to the point where everybody, even online, is running it, and it's not fun to go against. Because it's not it's hard to stop in a sense. It's just you got to do a lot of adjustments, and they don't give you enough time on defense to make all the adjustments you need to.
Yeah, and it's the drag routes that kill you. You can stop everything, but then the drag's always open.
And certain things make no sense. So the Corner Strike, I could play a guy online. Why does my cover 4 not stop if my cover 3 does? I have a guy dedicated to that side of the field and that location, yet he doesn't play it properly. But then I come out of cover 3 and he covers it perfectly. And then if I try to stop it manually, get all the adjustments, I can't put a hook zone there because it goes to a deep zone. So not being able to basically make all the defensive adjustments like you could in real life, I've always
felt as though there should be some sort of adaptability rating or trait. In reality, if you throw a Corner Strike at Richard Sherman even more than twice or 3 times, he's going to pick up on it, and he's going to jump the route, and he's just going to wait for it. I don't know. You could actually throw a Corner Strike 80 straight times in a Madden game, and that corner is always going to play it the same way unless you change your defense.
We talked to Rex about this adaptability, and apparently somebody at the EA offices, there's one guy that works there that mentions it every single year, but Rex's hold up on it is that he doesn't want the CPU to do something that you don't want them to do. And that's why they don't want to add it into the game, because they don't want you to put a guy into a hook zone and he does his own thing, because then you're going to get mad at the guy for changing. You put a guy in a hook zone and he decides, oh, I'm going to go guard this flat route, and then the guy throws the ball to where he's supposed to be, then you're going to get mad at that. So that's why they're not going to add it, because they can't really find a balance between it. I would like that, though. Really.
About that.
They don't even got to add the adaptability AI. Just let me identify the play.
Oh, that's a good point. You could just say, hey, defense, he's running Corner Strike, so guard all the stuff they're going to do on Corner Strike.
Yeah, and if he runs
that's a really good point. You could totally. I don't know how many times I've been recording a live commentary video and saying, holy fuck, he's literally running halfback wham, and I know he's running halfback wham, and I'm going to pinch, I'm going to do all of this, and he's still going to get 5 yards.
Yeah, I think that's good. Like the old Tecmo games had that even. 1993 had a feature just like that.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So obviously, make adjustments. Things can happen differently, but like if they're not going to make adjustments out of it, let me just be like, okay, I know he's going to see route staying here, so let me just go ahead and guess the route, and I can just have the guys play that, and the route's changing. Then cool. If he runs a quick slant instead of a C route, it'll be wide open. Cool. So that way they can change their plays. As opposed to really the same thing.
If you just had input where it said, hey, what defense do you want to run? Then you could just say, I know what play they're running, and then click corner strike, and then your defense plays very well based on that. And then if they don't run corner strike, your defense doesn't play very well, and you get punished for that. But that's that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't even need to be punished for it, right? If you can literally guess their play call, and if they don't call that, then you're not punished. But if they do call that, you are rewarded by guessing the play call.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe there should be a punishment system. I'm just not sure how you do it. But you're right. I think, yeah.
Well, like, so for example, if he runs corner strike and he doesn't run a C route and he runs like a quick slant or a streak, like Sherman's playing outside, he's shading to that side of the field. And so like he can just pass lead inside and that was wide open. And then I don't know what the safety does. It's cover 3. I mean, cover 2 probably stops corner strike relatively well, especially with that guy in a hook zone, whatever. But I just want to be able to like, okay, you gonna guess my play, then I'll just make the adjustment. I run an in route, so I'm running a corner to the outside.
But even if that like a lot of pros have basically a 3 or 4 play scheme on O, like it's like I know as a person I can predict every single route that they're gonna run, or like out of those 3 routes. Like this guy, like they're gonna either run a delayed post from the middle receiver into gun bunch, on the PA post. This guy on the left's generally almost always gonna run a C route. I guess they could run a post route too on a couple of their plays in the West Coast, but I don't know. I agree. There should be something where you can guess, because I literally call it out in stream. I'm like, all right, this is going to be a blank play. And they'll run it. And I'm like, oh, shoot, they still got 5 yards. Yeah. So I like that idea, Tex.
It makes the most sense because we all play the game enough to where we know what our opponent's running, especially after a while. Like that's why we get user picks. Like I see a guy come out in the first quarter and like he runs this play for a first down, and in the third quarter he needs the same down and distance. Okay, he's going right back to that play. So I'm either going to sit on this route so he can't throw it, or I'm going to bait him. And so we can make the adjustments ourselves. It's just when our CPU lets us down, that's more frustrating. Like, okay, I put you in a specific play to stop it, and you don't do it. Like out routes. I know he's going to run out route here, but I can't like say play out route. Like he'll play as well as he can. Sometimes he catches pick, sometimes he just gets broke off. But like, what am I going to do about that other than just complain that my guy didn't do it and take over myself, which leaves me susceptible across the middle of the field since my linebackers aren't 91 zone guys.
That's how your favorite Madden champion lost his game this tournament. It was basically, I think, a 4th and 21 or 4th and 22, a hot routed in or out route. I forgot which one it was. It was thrown and completed because his players didn't play the sticks like that adjustment has you playing the sticks. So I know your favorite. So it's a similar thing. Like he knew it was coming. He tried to play the sticks and it didn't work.
They didn't want to use her that. Like obviously you got to watch him on the field. Like it's because you think your safety is deep enough to play. Nope. This game just has a lot of stuff that's flawed with it. So if you can just like, okay, he's running an out route. My guy's just gonna wait. As soon as he breaks, he's right there on his hip.
Mm-hmm. Hey, moving on. This is gonna be kind of just like into YouTube stuff and EA's marketing stuff. MMG. What kind of words would you have for an up-and-comer, like a YouTuber, somebody who wants to get into like the Madden content or just the YouTube game in general? What kind of stuff would you have them look at to try and build their brand?
I would say definitely don't gear yourself towards pack openings. And this is not a hit on anybody who already does pack openings, is successful off doing it. But I've talked to a lot of kids, especially on the Madden mobile end, which is a little different for me. But like, they used to come and ask me for advice, and they'd be like, "Dude, like I have 500, I have 500 Ultimate Freeze packs saved up. Like I spent like $200 on it. Like how many views do you think this is gonna get?" I've genuinely gotten that more than once, and I'm like, your videos shouldn't be good because of the obscenity of it. It shouldn't be good because you are opening more packs than somebody or because you're spending more money than somebody. You should want to build your own personal brand and do something different and have I know millions of content creators on YouTube who don't spend a dime on the games that they play. They spend the $60 on the game. So I don't know. I would say don't think that what everyone else is doing is something that you need to do. I know every single I do it too. I open like $100 bundles all the time. I just don't think that that's necessarily the content you should move towards. The next thing is consistency is your big thing. And also only do it if you love doing it. I think a lot of people love the idea of it. But I would say don't even post a YouTube video unless you really love making the video and you like the editing aspect and the entertaining aspect. Because the amount of people I've talked to that have said, hey, man, I'm on like my 5th video and I don't have any subscribers yet. I think I'm just going to quit. I think you're already doing it for the wrong reason if you're on your 5th video. I know people who posted 1,000 videos. I know subscribers and they still love making videos. And I think that's the way that you should go about YouTube. You shouldn't be doing it for the subscribers or the views. You should be doing it because you love it. And if it happens to be lucrative or it happens to be that you get subscribers and views from it, then awesome.
Yeah, along that point about loving it, that's what I want to echo that 100%. I had 46 videos up on YouTube before I had more subscribers than videos. It took me until 46 daily videos on Madden content before I had 47 subscribers. So it's a long grind. It's a lot. You see people take off. You see, the rice gums. You see like these one guy. It's basically them winning the lottery. Like that doesn't happen often. Don't count on it. Grind your way through. You might get that one video that pops, like MMG's scammer video.
That's a scammer, baby. That's my platform right there, boys. That's just scammers.
So like that's not gonna happen to you frequently. So you like MMG says, you have to love it. You have to love making videos and sharing stuff with people in order to succeed. And consistency, I like that. Texas, any thoughts?
That's great advice, because like people try to get into this trying to get like paid, and that's not going to come at right away. This is all an investment. Microphones, capture devices, consoles, monitors, cameras. Like you're going to lose more on the front end if you're trying to get into YouTube. So if you're going to spend that money, see the whole process through. Like, don't expect instant overnight celebrity success. Like it can happen. You can put one video out that nobody put out, but like even the guy that broke the 91 zone threshold, like I'm glad he did, but he didn't get like the views he probably thought he was going to get on that.
Yeah. So and I think, like I've said this before, you see a lot of, and specifically Madden content, which we're most familiar with, you see a lot of guys succeeding right now just putting out news. So if you do get into Madden and you're kind of low on ideas, literally just post the daily news that comes out every day and clickbait your title and get your good thumbnail, and you'll be able to grow off that. So if you really want to, that's what I suggest people get into more than anything, is just put out what's happening on a daily basis in MUT. If you like MUT content, it's simple. All you have to do is turn it on, talk for 10 minutes or so, and then turn it off and upload. It's the easiest content. And how much I guess I want to ask MMG this question. How much do you think the MUT community, the YouTubers, are in it for money versus the love of the game?
I would say virtually none are in it for the money, because there's so many other places on YouTube that you could do so much better on for so much less effort. I mean, we all know how long it takes to play a full game of Madden, do the commentary, and do the editing. It's huge. And there's guys like Keemstar who, like you just said, they literally report the news for like 10 minutes and they get millions and millions of views. So I would say almost everybody here does it because they love the game. If you are looking, and I guess I'm not discouraging you, if you're looking just for a lucrative way to like make some money online, I don't think this is the place to do it. If you love Madden and you love football and you love this game, make some content. It'll be fun. Don't look for the money here, but yeah, I think you make a really good point right there, Fox.
Yeah. Texas, what are your thoughts on Madden YouTubers, money versus love of the game?
I mean, without the money, I don't know if they'd be posting. So I think it kind of goes hand in hand, obviously. We love the game, but it's also nice to make money off of it.
Very true. That's a very good point. And
it's a fun job.
My videos are demonetized because I'm morally better people than all of you.
I'm just kidding. Tweet the proof. Tweet it. I need to see this. Tweet it.
Show the revenue. Show the last 30 days revenue. So it is. What the heck was I going to say then? About, I don't remember. Anyways, hey, I guess we got last thing on EA's marketing this year. In Texas, you want to talk about like who they're giving the reveals to on Twitter? There's been a little bit of a hubbub that they're not, quote unquote, in our community, like a lot of the guys they give these cards to. Can you give your thoughts on that and any more background?
All right, so on the 16th, I think that's when they revealed, maybe the 15th, they had 3 content creators that post Madden, yeah, I thought it was gonna be content on their channel, but it ended up being like a picture on Twitter. It was Good Game Bro, your boy Pizza, and then RBT.
Your boy Pizza.
Your boy Pizza. That's a weird name, but it's.
You a fan of him, MMG?
All right, go on. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I want to hear if you're a fan of your boy Pizza.
Oh, fuck no. Did you not hear the fuck no?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
We did not hear that at all. But
Wow.
We'll come back to that.
Entirely bleeped out.
We'll come back to that. But so they had these guys
Christian
reveal.
podcast.
What's up?
It's a Christian podcast. We can't swear. We got to bleep it.
Yes, Jesus
Gosh,
is listening.
dang it.
Especially, well, Jesus' birthday was yesterday, so we good.
Yeah, no fucking swearing on this one, okay, MMG?
Yeah, what the fuck?
All right,
All
sorry,
right.
Texas. Go ahead.
All right, so they had what ended up happening. So they ended up releasing these photos on Madden Ultimate Team's Twitter account, and people were upset because 2 out of the 3 guys, maybe you could say RBT. RBT does post mud occasionally, but a lot of these guys who are game changers, I didn't even know RBT was a game changer. But congratulations on that. We talked about that. We didn't mention no question about him either.
He's a game changer?
I mean, he released the content, so he has to be a game changer. I think that was only reserved for game
sure?
changers or
Are you
influencers.
sure?
He released the picture, didn't he? I'm pretty sure it was
Well, he
RBT.
released a picture doesn't mean you're a game changer.
Yeah.
Or your influencer, whatever. Same thing. Just semantics.
Well, game changers are like straight sponsored, like Noob Kill and like QJB.
Well, Hope Twitch is a game changer, and so is Volt. There's different levels of game changers, obviously, but you were at the EA play, man. You saw different levels of game changers. How some of those guys are treated. Some guys
I
are
was. They offered me the game changer position 2 years ago,
yeah,
like actual game changer status.
mm-hmm. You got the one that got to stay in the hotel for
Yeah.
and bust in, and so I think RBT is of that caliber. But whatever. Anyway, I digress from my point. People were mad because they were posting the pictures, and a lot of these guys aren't quote unquote MUT content creators. They're Madden players, but they're not MUT content creators. But that wasn't my objection. My objection was, why do they keep releasing this stuff on Twitter to hype up the stuff? Why don't they try to promote the YouTuber in their actual game? Why did I not see your boy Pizza or RBT or Good Game Bros reveal in a loading screen?
That's a good point.
If I'm playing a solo challenge and I'm getting out of it and I see, hey, coming tomorrow, 90 overall left end Jerome Bettis. Check out this content creator, find out more. That would be so much better than what they're doing on Twitter and Twitter only.
Well, it's really funny you say that because they do that on Madden Mobile for the Madden Mobile game changers, but they don't do that on console. Because if you can log in and there'll be like a new, like, I don't even know what you'd call it. There'd be like a new content thing for, let's say there's a new player pack and Noobkill did a video on it. Like on the front screen, there's like just like a loading screen like on Madden console. You log in, there'll be a loading screen that like tells you the new news and stuff. And it'll say, click here to go to YouTube to watch Noobkill's video. And it'll like, yeah, that's a thing. And like right now they have one for QJB. If I were to log in right now, there would be a link and a button that says YouTube QJB. And it would say, go watch QJB's video on this player.
Damn.
So it's
That's
really
pretty
funny.
damn nice, yeah.
I wonder why they shaft them like that.
Maybe it's harder to get them to get them out of the app on the Xbox or PS4. I know there's YouTube on them, but maybe it's just tough to.
Well, they don't even have a direct connect link to it. I don't even
just check out the video.
Yeah, I'm not even asking for a direct connect link. Like or EA doing their own like video platform inside it. And I'm asking just, why isn't the option showing to all the people that play their game? There's more people that play this game on a daily basis than look at their Twitter account.
Yeah, no one really looks at their Twitter account. They're sort of there for giveaways.
Yeah, so like it's just they're only showing it to a portion of the community as opposed to showing it to everybody. So I'm just like, that's bad marketing, and it's bad marketing to put it in the guys that don't upload MUT, but it's also bad marketing to give it to guys that don't.
I mean, who do they have though? Who do they have that constantly uploads? I don't think they have anybody. We all fucking sell out like fucking bitches because I love me my money. Give me all my money. I don't care about anything you do. Pretty much at that stage of life right now.
I love MMG just gives no fucks. I love it.
Are you kidding me, dude? Every single time I saw in a video, I always say something really stupid like that. I say, guess what? I'm using you all for money, and then I sell out. Like on the video. Just gotta embrace it, bro. You can't hide from it.
Well, I mean, it's fair enough. It's whatever. It is what it is. People understand that's how creators get their revenue is through advertising. So, I mean, I don't think anybody really has a huge problem with it. But I think Texas, almost 90% of MUT uploaders have coin sponsors. So
I mean, give them incentive to upload MUT. Then like they don't.
feature they could use.
Yeah, I mean, they don't gotta have it just be us, but I mean, if you're gonna like, there's other guys that are GCs that don't post MUT. I mean that post MUT that aren't.
Yeah, and they've gotten reveals. Hope's gotten a reveal.
Yeah, but he's not he's more so like I think he streams. But my whole thing is when it comes to this, just like it just doesn't make any sense to like not give the guys incentive. Then like just reward the content creator and get them maybe some extra additional clicks on their channel. That's all you gotta do. I mean, K should be specifically a guy that does these reveals,
and they do. They do give it to K.
I know they give it to K, but I'm saying like have his YouTube on the load screen so people can go from Madden to his YouTube, check out like, oh, check out this new promo coming tomorrow. Click go to KKS and type in this and it pops up. Like that's what it should be, but they don't do that. Like that's how you indirectly support or directly even support the content creator that's not selling out, quote unquote.
I mean, they're doing a pretty good job supporting content creators. Oh, wait, MMG, you wanted to say something?
Only on Twitch. I wonder if they have an agreement with Twitch then, because like they're not doing anything for YouTubers.
I can't see any reason you would ever be a game changer over selling out. I can't think of one single reason you would accept that offer. To be totally honest.
Maybe you don't want to sell out, so it's another. I guess you're technically selling out because you're becoming EA's person,
right?
Now, right?
Like you sound out anyway.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I'm getting a call real quick. One sec, guys. I think it's actually relatively important.
Okay.
You guys keep.
But yeah.
All right.
So, but what do you think about that, Fox? Like, they're like agreement with Twitch to where they only can just do Twitch because like they're not supporting the YouTubers that post this game.
Well, their strategy. I think most competitive players, although some have gotten YouTube channels this year, most of them stream on Twitch. They spend most of their time on Twitch, and it does seem like Rex and company seem to like Twitter and Twitch more than YouTube for whatever reason, even though YouTube brings more eyeballs to their game. I just think it's their company's strategy to grow the competitive aspect on Twitch, and whether it's just what it is.
It's just so weird that they don't want to kind of get their hands in all the pies available. Like try to have a space in YouTube, space on Twitch, space on Facebook, Twitter, Viva, whatever. Just get a space in all these platforms until they can control what goes to market. But like right now, it doesn't make any sense because like if I'm a game changer, I'm looking to go somewhere else because they're not helping my YouTube channel at all. Like I'm not getting any more clicks on my channel than I would being a sellout or than being with you, because you're not putting me on a platform where other people who don't know about me can come check me out, other than just getting invites to events and having a vlog that blows up, but I'm not getting sustainable views that's going to make me be able to do this full time in the long run.
Yeah. I don't know. You're right. Maybe it's because Madden developers see how well YouTubers are doing that they've built their own thing, so they're kind of basically helping out the lame duck on Twitch, because Twitch doesn't get very many viewers on Madden versus other games, and just YouTube itself is a bigger platform, so YouTubers are doing better themselves. I mean, how many Madden YouTubers are over 100,000 subscribers that every single video, like they're reaching 20,000 people a day easy. Like yourself, you're reaching thousands of people a day, whereas like the views at once, unless somebody big is streaming, like problem, it's under 1,000 viewers at any time on Twitch, the platform, versus there are 1 million views a day for Madden content on YouTube. So it's basically them like, maybe I don't know about YouTube and supporting specific YouTubers and driving to YouTube. Like it's smart to help those YouTubers that help your game. But they're basically like, all right, let's help out this little thing because it's not doing very well at all.
Yeah,
just
it makes sense. I just don't see why they're so one track. Like we'll focus on it. Like I want to try to do. I want to help. I want to fix that too, but I also want to work on other stuff as well. Like we got one YouTube reveal, which was for the Halloween content, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, it's been nothing else. And I understand why because you have fly guys out there to put content up that may not be worth the trip investment into it, especially when they bring guys that are smaller than small. I'm not taking shots right now, but
it's total shots. They're smaller than small.
Yeah, I can't really say not taking shots when I say you're smaller than a particle. Like I can't do that. Yeah. My fault. That's a complete shot, bro. Guns blazing, bro. I pulled out the 9 and I let it off.
You are from Texas, so you're used to shooting.
Yeah, that's what we shoot from the hip, bro. Straight from the hip.
There it is.
So that's probably the reason why they're focusing just on doing the Twitter stuff. But I just don't get the marketing. Like, just put them in the game. I understand maybe legally. I know with Twitch drops, for example, I don't know who I was talking to about the Twitch stuff. The Twitch, and the reason why they can't kind of do everybody because they have to have the lawyers approve something.
Yeah, we talked to Rex about that.
Yeah, the lawyers at Rex they have to approve all the guy that's streaming that day. But like the YouTube video is kind of vetted by EA. They watch before it goes to market. So like, why aren't they trying to just like have it up there? Like that's so weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, MMG, any shots at other YouTubers? This at the end of the podcast because there's only maybe two other people listening. Any shots you want to take at any other YouTubers?
No way. Do we really just fucking take shots at people? This is what you do at the end of every podcast.
Yeah. We took a shot at you a couple weeks back. You'll have to go listen to it.
Yeah, you were almost banned, but thank you for coming on. I had to ban K for coming on the podcast. KKS is no longer welcome on the MUTMen podcast. You guys heard it here first. You can tell him I said it. Every time I ask K to come on, he's always busy. So we're too busy for him now. We're unavailable.
Nice. Wait, what shots were taken at me? I need to know.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Oh, so we're not actually taking shots? Or you just trying
we
to
did say that you and your girlfriend were kind of the same person.
It's true.
Oh, right. It's your sister. Yeah, that's right. We did take a shot at you. That's right. No, I think it was over at what the hell? How long ago was that, Texas? What were we talking about?
That was a while ago. We do so many of these things. It's kind of, all kinds of run together. I don't know what we say.
How many times do you guys do these?
92. Well, for me it's like 42, but Fox all 92.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I think MMG. I think I was talking about YouTube comments and how I think you mentioned it in a video once, right? That you get that comment all the time, or maybe we talked about it in our game against each other.
Sister? Oh yeah, that's every day.
Yeah,
that's every day, bro, with the Disney Channel flow.
It's just sometimes like there are YouTube comments that are hating, that are like not funny, and then stuff like that I kind of find hilarious.
Oh, those are so funny. I have multiple videos of me just reading those comments. Also, I'm 6'5", 245 pounds. Just so everyone's clear.
Oh wow!
Oh fuck no! I'm like 5'10".
What'd you say? I was like, you 6'5"? Like I seen you. Like I shook your hand. I looked you in the eyes.
Say that. I'm actually 6'5". To anyone else, I'm 6'5", 240.
You're 6'5" below the waist, right?
Nice. Oh shit! No, I'm fucking 10'4" below the waist.
Damn. You got to go again?
I'm on the phone. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right.
You got any grievances you want to air out?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Not at the moment. I mean, there's always something. What else? Oh, we talked about. Hey, we talked about cryptocurrencies before. We'll wait to wrap up the podcast when he gets back. What kind of New Year's? What cryptocurrencies you in?
The
into that Bitcoin
for Mortal Kombat, the crypto keys.
Yeah. Hey, what's the ratio from MUTcoins to Bitcoins?
Dog, I wonder. So right now, what's the coin rate for? It's $10 for 100K.
Yeah.
So right now, it's like 15,000 for a Bitcoin right now, isn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's 15,885.
$15,000. So that has to be like 15 million, right?
15 million for a Bitcoin. 15 million MUTcoins for a Bitcoin.
That sound right?
No. It's like 150
million. So GS right now is halfway to a Bitcoin.
Huh. That's not bad. How about you, Evan?
Huh?
How many coins does GS have?
Last time I seen over 60 million.
That is absurd.
Yeah, it is.
Has anyone ever just been like, hey, dude, like gambling addiction hotlines are right here. It's time to stop.
Yeah, I saw him today pulled $300 for the what limited take McGinnis. He pulled $300 in packs for McGinnis.
Does he just love doing it? Because I'm not gonna hate on it. If you love doing it, go ahead. I spend about $25 billion on porn every single year, so I don't blame him.
I would imagine.
Like, does he say like these packs suck when he pulls them, or does he like?
He's a pseudo game changer, so he's like kind of negative, kind of positive. It's weird.
Okay, so does he get paid to open these, or does he literally open these out of pocket?
He gets paid on YouTube
and Twitch.
Yeah.
Bro, what? That's so much money. This guy's somebody in his family died and they gave him $1 billion. I guarantee it.
or he invested in cryptocurrencies a few years ago.
Ooh.
How How about you? How about you, MMG? What you in any Bitcoins?
Oh, I've had Bitcoins for forever.
Nice. So you're
Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and XLM.
why did you get all like a nerdy voice when you said that? A bit.
Just because I just feel like the only people who talk about this are like the kids who are like, oh well, yeah, I had 10 Bitcoin last year, so you're sweet. I don't know. You hear a lot of like pretentious people who are like, dude, people who bring it into conversation where it's absolutely not warranted. I remember like I met somebody the other day. He's like, yeah, so how many Bitcoin do you have? I'm like, are you asking me so I can ask you how many Bitcoin you have? Because I'm willing to
I love
You're
those.
like, dude, I was into cryptocurrency
Exactly.
like last year. Like, oh, you're so cool, dude. Please tell me more. I have to hear now.
Those people are the worst. The ones that ask you a question, not to get your answer, but so they can answer their own question. Like, huh?
Yeah. It's really funny.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Let's go.
cryptocurrency stuff's interesting, dude. It's very interesting.
So you've got a very successful YouTube channel. You're invested in cryptocurrency years ago. You're basically killing life there, MMG.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know why I'm having a conversation with you guys right now. I have so many better things to do.
I completely understand. I'm glad you're slumming it with us.
Just kidding.
Yeah, but no, that's awesome though. I think let me ask you your New Year's plan, then we'll wrap up the podcast. What do you do for New Year's? Are you a 5 Bitcoin crack party?
Yeah.
Nice.
Bitcoin. Wow, you don't even know how much cryptocurrencies I have. This is not a cool conversation. I'm just kidding. I'm going to guess. So I'm 19. Guess who the legal age for everything is in Canada? 19. I'm going to Windsor. Gonna hit up a strip club. It's gonna be a great time. I'm actually so serious right now. Well, I'm gonna go. We're going to Windsor, which is so. I'm from Michigan, so Windsor is basically touching Detroit, so it's really really close to me. So that's what me and my friends like do when we want to go do stuff legally. So you can go to bars, you can go to Caesars, which is the casino. You can go to literally to the strip club. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be my first time there, at least in Windsor. But I don't know. It's gonna be really really fun. I think like 12 of us are going up. So
Nice.
I'm really pumped. Right now I'm going to the Upper Peninsula, which is gonna be super lame. But
Don't fall in love with a stripper. You know, a lot of people make those mistakes.
And no sex in the champagne room.
Yeah.
I fell in love with my ratchet stripper in Lansing, Michigan.
And don't pull X Jaws and hand a stripper $200 and then get scared when she tries to suck your dick. Don't do that.
What are you talking about?
You remember this old Call of Duty guy named X Jaws? He was a kind of a weird kid.
No way.
He was like the most popping Call of Duty YouTuber back in the day. Him and White Boy 7th Street went to a strip club in LA. Handed a stripper $200 and shipped him to the back room and tried to take his dick out and he left.
Wow. I think maybe he was just tipping her 200 like, thanks for all that you do for society. He wasn't asking for anything.
So, and also, if you're on a budget too, you don't make it rain, make it hail, and throw quarters at them or nickels.
Make it
That's
hail.
Yeah, don't make it rain.
Yo, this could be a fire vlog. Like first time at a strip club, get one of those money guns that shoot ones out.
They don't allow you.
That you can't bring a.
You can
camera.
You can just say you're a famous manager for a rapper. Just get a big ball with you. That's all you gotta do. Or say your Logic. That'll work out. Just go out there and lie.
I say I'm a famous photographer for the rapper. They go, you're 5'10", 150 and what? Please leave.
You make this happen, bro. Yo, make it happen.
That's hilarious.
Texas, how about you? What are you doing for New Year's?
We're playing a game called Speak Out, and we're gonna get drunk. So that's my plan.
Tequila
probably
and
not gonna do a strip club because that seems like that's gonna be super expensive. Because there's gonna be a lot of people there, and I might try to compete. Better than going slow nights. And yeah, just hang out with my friends, man. I got no plans. Like this first year, I'm gonna be spending New Year's actually or second year actually spending with people I grew up with. Because usually I just stay in Texas, stay with my family. But now I'm gonna cut loose, have some fun, and
that'd be fun. So you can do some stripping of yourself, a little amateur night. Like you start just dancing to some songs, taking that shirt off, twisting around your head like a helicopter.
I could do that. But
can you vlog that? Maybe. Oh, you should live stream your New Year's Eve night.
I should live stream my New Year's Eve night, which will probably end up with my channel getting deleted. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. We may take some pictures though, some incriminating photos. It should be fun though. Hopefully we have some fun time. Sometimes plans change, but right now we're all committed to a night of debauchery.
Nice. And then yeah, MMG. So it'll be interesting. So MMG, you're totally vlogging it though, right? You in Texas can compare vlogs and pictures.
I actually really wanted to vlog Windsor, but for one, I can't take my camera into the casino. That's the thing we're doing for the first 6 hours, and I know I can't take it to the bars, and we're going there after the strip club. So
get GoPro, bro. Remember I brought that GoPro to the EA Play event? You put it in your
like,
chest.
it's illegal. It's like actually illegal to bring it in a casino, and I don't want to. Bars just more. I'm more scared I'm gonna lose it. But
Well,
yeah,
couldn't you get one of them cams on your couldn't you get one of them Google cams on your eyeglasses?
that's honestly like that's some sketchy stuff. I've watched some porn that does that. It's pretty dope.
Google Glass.
Some shit like that. I don't know. Probably.
I like the way you responded. Yeah, yeah. So get it done. All right. Well, we all look forward to that. Matt, aka MMG, aka Madden Mobile God. Wait. This is Texas channel. What am I doing? Texas?
You got it. What you doing for New Year's, bro? What you doing?
Oh, me? I'm gonna eat some steak and lobster as is tradition, and then I don't know. Take it from there. See where the night takes me. I haven't really coordinated with anybody yet.
I got you. So MMG, we've been trying to dox the Fox, trying to figure out like where he from. Whenever he says Calvin, that word, he says it incorrectly.
It says Kelvin.
Yeah. So
like
do you know like what location of the United States that says Kelvin instead of Calvin?
Oh boy.
Wait, I can't say Kelvin, right?
You say Kelvin. You say
Kelvin
all the time.
Kelvin, like Kelvin Benjamin. How do you say
Kelvin Benjamin? Calvin?
You say Kelvin all the time. I don't know. So it's some accent you got. I'm trying to figure out if he knows that anybody with an accent that pronounces it Kelvin instead of Calvin.
Oh, Fox, are you one of them super incognito type persons? Like nobody knows where you live and stuff?
He legitimately is deadmau. Like he's one of those guys.
That's funny. I think everybody has known where I'm from since the start of my channel. I think my first video ever, I wore my hometown on my shirt.
Have you ever gotten swatted or anything?
I've not gotten swatted, but I've had people come to my house before.
Oh yeah,
I have had kids at my house before.
Yeah, I know. I liked when you gave me that autograph that once. That was kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot! So you're from Michigan? So you could have flown in.
Exactly. They do have airports in that state now.
Okay, we're gonna figure you out. Yeah, you're so right though, Tex. But the thing is, like, he could have been from somewhere prior, gotten the accent, and then be somewhere different now.
That is true. But I feel like, it's probably right about that, because I picked up tendencies in Colorado compared to Texas. Because I would sound more country if I stayed in Texas my entire life. But I don't sound that bad. So, okay. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed episode 92 with Matt and Gut Fox. Appreciate you guys being on, especially Matt, especially on short notice.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is really fun.
I asked you like this morning, so it worked out.
Yeah, really.
And thank you for being on, Fox.
Yeah, you're a wonderful guest. Thanks, bud.
Episode 93 is going to be on Gut Fox's channel, so be sure to check it out. Links down in the description below. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.
All righty.
Ooh. All right, I gotta go use the bathroom.